a hot weekend coming in the Pacific at the ballpark, and another good night for the Knights to win big, but also tremendous pitching from my pregame show guest, Duke Brotherton, kind enough to join me. Duke, thanks for taking time. It's great to meet you. I had the pleasure of meeting your folks in Wenatchee. I hope they were here. Were they here last night, able to watch that game?
No, they weren't here last night, but they heard the game on the radio. So,
well, I'm glad they tuned in. You were really good. You said maybe not necessarily your best outing, but up there, I would imagine, this summer. Tell me how you felt and what was working for you.
Oh, yeah, I felt really, really good before the game, almost a little too good. I was throwing in the bullpen, and I think I hit every single spot. And so when that happens, you're like, how do I replicate that in the game? And so that's a little difficult, but I felt really good yesterday. Kind of had trouble finding the fastball early on, but settled in 3, 4, 5, and was able to settle in and feel some confidence in my off speed and get ahead with that curveball and all that stuff. So
it was well done. How often does the bullpen translate? I mean, have you had days where you've been bad in the pen and good in game and vice versa?
Oh yeah. It's you never really know, to be honest. I've had some really, really bad bullpens before a game, and I'll come out and be absolutely lights out. And we talk about it all the time. All other pitchers, too, can relate to that. And sometimes when it's a little too good, that's when you get a little worried because it's like, oh, man, how do I, replicate it? 'Cause it's totally different scenery out there. But, you just got to be able to adapt and overcome when you're pitching.
Attention,
but you did bring it with you, and your stuff was good. Your command was good. Tell me about your breaking stuff. Were you throwing a slider and a curveball? Were you throwing mainly the curveball or what?
Yeah, I was really able to get ahead with that curveball when I couldn't find the fastball early on, and just kind of utilize that to get ahead in counts and keep the hitters there in those 2 counts, and also early on. And I was getting guys out with that slider, mixing a changeup in there too, but it was mostly heavy.
I don't know how much you're aware of surroundings, but everybody on this roster, all of you guys are constantly being evaluated and looked at. Mm-hmm. And I understood there was a scout here, an organization will go unnamed, but who was looking specifically at you. Were you aware of that, and did you feel good about what you showed him?
I was not aware of that, but
Are you now?
I am now, yeah. And, I do feel good about that performance, just showing off the off speed and whatnot. Fastball velocity isn't really where I want it to be right now, but that'll be all right, and that'll come later on in the summer. It's all about kind of getting comfortable and get some good innings under my belt here.
Duke Brotherton, my guest. Duke, how often are you aware of whether scouts, whether when you were in high school being recruited, are you aware when guys are around, when people are around? Does it motivate you? Do you have to block it out or what?
It does get me a little amped up, in a good way, though. And when I see the scouts kind of watching and following my routine, and when I do see them, it does it keeps me on my best behavior in a way. But it does amp me up a little bit and gets me a little riled up, but in a good way for sure. And in high school, I pitched in a few showcases, and you see those guns point up when you're about to pitch. That's when I let it rip a little extra.
Duke, tell me about the summer and this summer of development for you and how big it's been, how important it is in terms of what you hope to do in the fall and next spring in Pullman.
Yeah, all these pitchers here are working our butts off with the uni, and it's great. My body hasn't felt in this shape in my entire life, and I will definitely be super ready in the fall, and I believe all of us pitchers here in terms of development have gotten a lot better, and Uni's done a great job, and also Bo too, but they're getting on us, and we're running, and we're working. We're the hardest working pitching staff in the entire nation this summer, so it feels good to be a part of, and we're also getting a lot better while doing it.
Ian Lawson was saying he's never run so much in his life, so it is pretty challenging. Huh?
Oh yeah. I ran about 2 miles of sprints today, and so you feel a little woozy afterwards, but the work you put in is worth it for sure.
How does the arm feel physically after a start like that?
It feels pretty good today. I do tend to get second day soreness, so I'll throw about 60 feet today, just get the arm going, and the running will help with that too in terms of recovery, just flushing out that lactic acid. But I do feel pretty good today, and we'll see how I feel tomorrow. You never really know on the day two, but I'm happy with how my arm feels right now.
Last couple of things, Duke. Duke Brotherton, my guest. When reading about you, did you have any choice in your existence about where you were going to play your college baseball? It being a fourth-generation Coug, Was it? I mean, was that always sort of your goal? Did it just work out that they recruited you and you went with them? I mean, it sounds like the Cougs have been in your family forever.
Yeah, I mean, I had a choice for sure, but I was born and raised a Coug, and I bleed the crimson and gray. And it feels like it's part of my blood, to be honest. I was a bat boy when I was like 6 or 7 years old for a series, and that's when I kind of set that goal in my mind that I wanted to play college baseball. And even for Washington State, just makes it that much special. I feel like I'm living a dream each day. I'm going and playing the game there at Washington State and practicing and being a part of that ball club. It's really special for me, and it's a really cool experience. You know, it's a goal I've reached, and it's amazing.
Well, congratulations to you. That's a tremendous story. The final thing, you've touched a little bit on Yoon and the methods. What about just being part of this team and the guys and the organization and what the Knights have been all about? What are your thoughts about that?
Yeah, this team it's just a great group of guys, and that is very truthful. There's no oddballs on the team. I mean, I could hang out with anyone on the team, and you can't always say that in a ball club. And for the way that we get along right off the bat, as soon as we started, I knew it'd be a pretty special summer so far, and so I'm really thankful for the days that I've had and for the days to come, and these coaches as well too. These are really smart coaching staff, and we're gonna win a lot of ball games this summer coming on, and hopefully get that ring.
Duke, thank you for taking time. Great to meet you. I met your folks in passing briefly the other day in Wenatchee. Look forward to seeing them again down here at some point. But congratulations on everything that happened last night and that's been going on this summer. And look forward to seeing you back with the Cougs in this ballpark next spring. Thanks for taking time, Duke. I appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thank you. Go Knights.
Duke Brotherton, my guest on the pregame show. Tremendous job by the big right-hander last night and today. We've got the first pitch just around the corner. The Knights and Cowlitz, with the Knights bearing down on a sweep. Thanks for joining us on 1240 Joe Radio. Thank you. Perfect timing.
That's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun. That's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your 41 Edward Jones, member SI.
Okay, and the other thing is, could you have somebody, if you don't have time, text me who's where? I don't have either bring me a copy of the script or tell me who's at the Casey Corner and who's at the party deck. Oh, Jen usually does it. She hasn't today, and I'd like to have that info. Okay, thank you. Bye. Amy, I'm almost going to it right now, but but if then it won't do me any good later. So I gotta wait. I gotta wait a little longer, but I can already feel it. Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Welcome back in, and I'm going to ask, since I was off headset communicating with others. Garrett, pop in here real quick. Did we get through the 2 minutes, or am I on too early? What's happening? Garrett, are we good? Uh-oh. I'm afraid we may have lost the feed, as we have done from time to time, oddly. And we'll get underway here and then try to take a 2-minute break, as we did before. 2 minutes, 2-minute warning. And that seemed to help us last time. Cam Day goes to work on Austin Smith, starts the left-hand hitting left fielder with a strike. The 0-1 pitch on the way. Cam Day delivers, swung out and fouled back again. Austin Smith leading off in left field. Brock Bozette batting second for Cowlitz at shortstop. Alec Arnone hitting third, the DH. Cade McGee, the cleanup hitter, at third base. John Olson batting fifth at first base. Nick Hovland hitting sixth in right. Cam Day, University of Utah right-hander, delivers a fastball, and Austin goes after a pitch that was slightly out of the zone, but protecting the plate, fouls it off to the left. It remains no balls and 2 strikes. Louis Albrecht batting seventh and catching for the Black Bears. Seth Sweetchick, who is the son of Rick Sweet, batting eighth at second base. Ben Ziegler hitting ninth in center field, and Ryan Hardman on the mound. The next pitch fouled at the plate, and Day continues to pound the zone. He's ahead of the count 0-2 on Austin Smith. Leading things off for Cowlitz, a .318 hitter with 11 runs batted in. Day delivers, and that's fouled away. To the left, heading for the upper grandstand above the Jack Riley concourse, and down into Waldo Way. It hit about 2 rows up in the upper grandstand and bounced over everybody's heads out into the Waldo Way area. It remains 0-2 to Austin Smith. Brock Bozette on deck. Top of the first, just getting started. A coolish and breezy affair. Great changeup from Cam Day taken. Strike 3 called. Good start for Cam Day, and delivered a beautiful change that froze the hitter, Austin Smith, who had been battling, fouling away fastballs. But the change of speed seemed to deceive Austin Smith, who looks at a called third. Brock Bozette, the batter. First pitch fastball in there for a strike to the right-hand hitting shortstop. 0-1 the count, and Austin has done nothing but fill up the zone here early. No balls and 1 strike to Brock. Alec Arnone on deck. Cowlitz trying to salvage one of the 3 and trying to defeat the Knights for the first time. Strike 1 pitch, a check swing, and he goes. 0-2 the count. And Cam Day has thrown nothing but strikes, with a little bit of help from the base umpire to confirm that. 0-2 to Bozette. The right-hander Cam Day back to the plate. Strike 3 called on the fastball, knee-high outside corner. Brock Bozette believes that it was neither at the knees nor on the corner, but the home plate umpire liked it, and back-to-back strikeouts for Cam to start this ball game. Cam Day making his second start. He's worked 9 2/3, 10 hits, 1 earned run, 5 walks, now 11 strikeouts, an earned run average of 0.93. Alec Arnone, the batter. First pitch fastball. Guess what? In there for a strike. 0-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Back-to-back punchies, as the all-star reliever said the other day. Good breaking ball, tapped towards Tyler Quinn. The Knights' third baseman on top of it and throws to first, and that's an impressive 1-2-3 inning. 2 punchies and a ground out for Cam Day. Down go the Black Bears. We'll take a 2-minute regroup break and try to get rebooted. Back after this on 1240 Joe Radio.
Taste the incredible flavor.
Okay, yeah,
of India.
the same thing happened
Indian
evidently,
restaurant.
right? I mean, I
Enjoy
came back
delicious
too early, I
order
assume, but I
Indian.
You remember when it happened to us a couple of days ago. So anyway, okay, here we go.
Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene, Evergreen Indian Restaurant. 1240 Joe Radio.
Right-hander Ryan Hardman, 6'3", 225, American Fork, Utah, delivers to Jonah at Vincula, who strokes a fly ball to straightaway center with the trees a-blowing behind center fielder Ben Ziegler. Ben in perfect position to make the catch. One away, and Mason Lee, the batter. Let's take a look at the Knight starting lineup as announced by 14th-year head coach Brooke Knight, who is in his usual spot coaching third. Ed Nags over at first. At Vincula leading off in center. Mason Lee now at the plate in the two-hole at second base. Kiko Romero batting third at first base. The right-hander Ryan Hardman delivers a first-pitch strike to Mason. Ryan Stafford, the cleanup hitter and catching. Briley Knight batting fifth and left. Xander Darby hitting sixth at shortstop. Brady Lavoie batting seventh and right. Fastball from Ryan Hardman, a little low. The count 1-1. Tanner Smith, the designated hitter, batting eighth. Tyler Quinn hitting ninth at third. And Cam Day already has a 1-2-3 inning under his belt. Ground ball wide of third. McGee to his left. Fields and throws to John Olson. Nicely done by Cade McGee. Quickly two away in the bottom of the first. Kiko Romero coming to the plate. No score here in the bottom of the first inning. Ryan Hardman and Louis Albrecht, the battery for Cowlitz. Around the infield, John Olson at first. Seth Sweetchick at second. Brock Bozette at third base. Shortstop, Cade McGee at third. In the outfield, Austin Smith in left. Ben Ziegler in center. Nick Hovland in right. Hardman to the plate. First pitch fastball to Kiko. He is in there for a strike. 0-1 the count. Nice crowd tonight. And we're expecting a big one tomorrow night on Cap giveaway night. The strike one pitch swung on and missed, and the count quickly 0-2 to Kiko Romero with two down and nobody on in the bottom of the first. The first 750 fans, not 250, 750. So you don't have to get here quite as early, but still would recommend an early arrival. The first 750 will get the latest Corvallis Knights cap. The strike two pitch to Kiko. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike three, and the inning is over. No runs, no hits, nobody left. Both pitchers off to good starts. After one, the Knights nothing and Cowlitz nothing. Back in 90 as we'll get back on track on 1240 Joe Radio.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
There I was in the living room taking a nap when I heard a terrible sound.
When are you gonna start working on our deck and getting the house ready to paint?
I'll do it, but not today.
Well, if you won't do it, I'll do it myself. I know the guys at Philomath Rental can show me what I need to do, and since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today.
Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
They were tight on those.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. Woo! And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
1240 Joe Radio.
We go to the second inning at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. No score. Both pitchers, in fact, retiring the side in order. And now Cam Day ready to go to Cade McGee. Cade will be followed by John Olson and then Nick Hovland on a pleasant, breezy, cooler Thursday night. First pitch from Cam, a ground ball to short. Xander Darby up with it. He pulls Kiko Romero off the bag, but Kiko able to slap the tag on Cade McGee, who kind of went stumbling by. That's the one time in life where sliding head first into the bag would actually make a little bit of sense. It doesn't make you any faster. In fact, it slows you down to dive. I've never fully understood why so many players scrambling to get to first will dive instead of continuing to run, which is faster. But in this case, a hands-first approach might have gotten McGee underneath the tag attempt from Kiko. But the tag is applied, one away. John Olson takes the first ball of the game delivered by Cam Day. The 1-0 pitch, he's back on track quickly. Olson takes a strike, the count 1-1. One out, no score, top of the second inning. Cam Day setting a good tempo, delivers. A chopper slowly up along third. Tyler Quinn charges, gloves, fires, and gets him. Nice play by Tyler Quinn. 2 down in the top of the second inning, and Nick Hovland will come to the plate. The 50-50 raffle tonight, we hope that you'll get involved in it, maybe more than ever. It is Strikeout Cancer Night tonight here at the ballpark. Kickin' Cancer is the name of the organization. We are the solution, united to prevent. The pitch to Hovland, slice down the right field line toward Casey, corner and foul. 0-1 the count. There have been a number of fundraisers, and Kickin' Cancer is involved with so many families in the community. Tonight, though, it's all about a young man named Ozzie Brown, who's 3 years of age and will be here tonight with his family down the third base side. The strike one pitch to Hovland, hit foul into Urchin Alley to the right and out of play. No balls and 2 strikes. March 4th of this year, a brain scan revealed that Ozzie Brown has a brain tumor located at his brain stem. He's being treated for this brain tumor by a team of specialists at Dornbecker Children's Hospital. The costs are tremendous, and there have been a number of fundraisers in the community, and tonight is one of them here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. A 50-50 raffle. Hope that you can get a lot of tickets and support the effort tonight on behalf of young Ozzie Brown. The 1-2 pitch from Cam Day misses outside, ball 2, 2-2. They're selling hats, caps on behalf of Ozzie Brown down the third base side, and they would take whatever help or interest you can provide throughout the evening. Fastball from Cam just misses in the count 3-2. A pretty generous zone in the first inning for our home plate umpire. A little stingier here in the second. No score, top of the second. 3-2 to Nick Hovland. Cam delivers. A 3-2 pitch is lined and dropped by Romero. Day didn't get over to cover, thinking that Kiko caught it and held on to it long enough, but he didn't. A line drive snared by Kiko, but the ball fell out of his mitt when he hit the turf. Now, Brooke Knight's going to come out and ask about it, and Brooke actually crosses the line into the field of play and wants to have the two umpires perhaps discuss whether or not the two of them, one might have a different opinion than the other. Brooke felt that Kiko held on to the ball long enough to constitute a catch, but did he make a baseball move? After the dive and a brilliant attempt on Kiko's part, diving to his right, it was going to be a spectacular catch, no doubt about it. But there is a little bit of doubt right here in at least Brooke Knight's mind about whether the umpires got the call right. And the base umpire is trying to explain his vision of things, and Brooke, not necessarily satisfied, but not much he can do about it, turns and walks away. Kiko nearly took a base hit away from Nick Hovland. The ball was hit hard. Kiko timed his dive perfectly, and the ball popped in and out of his mitt as he fell to the turf here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field in the top of the second. Louis Albrecht, the batter. A 2-out single, and I do think that's the right call. Breaking ball in there for a strike to Louis Albrecht. 0-1 the count. And it was such a great effort, and Kiko appeared to have things well in order, that Cam Day didn't move over to cover. He was, in fact, taking strides toward the dugout on the third base side when he suddenly realized that, the ball did pop out of the first baseman's mitt of Kiko Romero. I'm not sure that even had Cam broken to cover, that Kiko would have been able to scramble to recover and make a play in time. But a great effort by Kiko on the line drive. Albrecht takes down and in. 1 ball, 1 strike, a throw to first base. Back to the bag dives Nick Hovland. No score in the top of the second inning. You will see T-shirts by the staff tonight walking through the stands on behalf of Ozzie Brown. And those T-shirts tell it all. The pitch on the way, swung on and missed to Louis Albrecht, and the count 1-2. Kickin' Cancer and their inspiration on the T-shirts reads Hebrews 10:24. They don't spell out the verse, but this is how it reads. Let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. A throw to first, and back to the bag dives Nick Hovland. That's a good one. That's a good one. It certainly crosses all doctrinal, religious, philosophical, spiritual lines. You don't necessarily have to believe in inspiration or inerrancy or be a fundamentalist or whatever else to take encouragement from let us consider how we may spur one another on toward love and good deeds. A great ancient saying by whoever it was that penned Hebrews. A throw to first, and back to the bag dives Nick Hovland. And those are on the T-shirts of those walking through the ballpark here, selling the 50-50 raffle tickets and hats and T-shirts on behalf of a young man and family in the battle of their lives. And, well, Ozzie just looks like a sweetheart of a kid. There's a photograph of him in the High Points Good News for the Willamette Valley newspaper with a big smile on his face, and glad that he is going to be at the ballpark here tonight. Breaking ball misses up and in. 2-2 to Louis Albrecht. Cam Day comes back and misses again. Whatever happened to that huge strike zone in the first inning, it disappeared down some sort of portal because it's not nearly as generous here in the second. 3-2 to Louis Albrecht. Nick Hovland will be off and running with the pitch. Kiko Romero playing behind Nick. Albrecht, the right-hand hitter, awaits. Out of the stretch works Cam Day. The 3-2 pitch, a comebacker. Day fields it with a plum and tosses to Kiko Romero at first. The inning is over. No runs, a hit, a near spectacular robbery of that hit by Kiko Romero. 1 left. After 1.5, Cowlitz nothing, the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
The Corvallis Knights are champions.
Thank you.
Having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Hey, veterans, Mid-Willamette Family VetNet and the Corvallis Elks invite you to a Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge. It's a resource fair aimed at providing services and supplies to veterans and their families. Learn about disability and Social Security benefits, employment services, housing and utility assistance, medical and dental resources, and more. Food and drinks will be served at the Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge, 1400 North 9th Street.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the second inning, no score. Ryan Hardman ready to go to Ryan Stafford. Ryan will be followed by Briley Knight and then Xander Darby. Thanks for joining us here on this Thursday night, Block 15 night, half-price beverages from Block 15. So what would normally set you back $6, only $3 tonight. Hence, I've seen some long lines in the concourse down the first base side for Block 15's goods. The first pitch to Stafford, missing high and inside. The right-hander Hardman back to the plate, delivers a strike. 1-1 the count to Ryan Stafford, starting the day at 400, 4 for 10 for Ryan Stafford through his first 3 games as a Corvallis Knight. Hardman's 1-1 pitch hits Ryan Stafford. Tried to come up and in on him and ends up brushing the jersey above the belt buckle, it appeared, and that puts Ryan Stafford aboard to lead things off in the bottom of the second, and Briley Knight, the batter. Briley Knight, a guy getting locked in at the plate. It's got to feel so good for him after the serious injury to his ankle on May 13th to be back in good shape and form again, and the bat coming around. He's hitting .265, a homer, 6 runs batted in. He's getting a lot of good swings here of late. He looks at the first pitch from Ryan Hardman, high and away, 1-0 the count. No score in the bottom of the second. It's going to be early tonight to the second layer of clothing, the long sleeve Corvallis Knight shirt, maybe even the hoodie before the night's over. On July 21st, that doesn't seem quite right. But next week, we might be longing for such an evening. A throw to first, and Ryan Stafford back. A little on the cool side tonight here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. A gorgeous evening. Thanks for joining us. A throw to first again, and Ryan back to the bag. No score. Bottom of the second inning. Briley Knight at the plate with a count of 1 ball and no strikes. Hardman taking a long look over at first. The right-hander comes set and comes to the plate. Briley swings and fouls it back. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Remember, tomorrow night, the Portland Pickles come to town. The Pickles continue to set the pace in the South. They're taking a little hiatus from West Coast League action these first 3 days this week. They're 11-2. The pitch to Briley lifted to center into this partly cloudy sky, drifting over Ben Ziegler to his right to pull it in. 1 away, and Xander Darby will come to the plate. The Pickles are 11-2 in the second half. Yakima Valley, the Pippins have moved into second at 10-5. They're 2 back. The Knights, who've won 3 straight, including a victory over Portland on Monday, are 8-4 and 2.5 back of the Pickles. Ridgefield next at 7-4. Walla Walla at 6-5. Bend at 6-8. Cowlitz at 4-7, and the Drifters of Springfield at 5-9. Darby, a 2-hopper to Bozette, shovels to Sweet Chick for 1, on to first, not in time. Xander Darby averts the double play and is aboard on the fielder's choice 6-4. 2 down, and Brady Lavoie makes his way to the plate. Brady is really locked in of late as well. Swinging the bat impressively, .263, a 2-run homer last night over the 14-foot fence and left, his 3rd homer of the summer, 14 runs batted in. A throw to first base, and Darby back to the bag. I apologize just simply because I wasn't fully sure. I met Brady's father last night. Mark is here in the ballpark, and I asked about Brady's mom. Brady let me know today his mom's in San Diego on the live stream. Lisa Riley, thank you, Lisa, for watching tonight. It's been a pleasure to get to watch Brady play, and hope that you've been able to make it up here, or will be able to at some point. The pitch swung on and missed by Brady. No balls and a strike. Lisa following along tonight on the Corvallis Knights live stream. Thank you for doing so. No score, bottom of the second. Fastball to Brady, swung on and missed. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Tanner Smith, the on-deck hitter. Xander Darby with 2 outs. a threat to run. Certainly, he's 8 for 11 in stolen bases. The Knights with 105 bags this summer. One more than Maury Wills in 62. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 down. Hardman out of the stretch, delivers a ground ball to the left of Bozette. A diving stop, knocks it down, throws to second just in time for the force on Xander Darby. Good. No hits, a hit batter, 1 left. After 2, Cowlitz nothing, the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
If you're fed up with dirty grout lines, maybe it's time to consider cultured marble. Hi, I'm Katie Albin at Albin's Plumbing in Corvallis. Cultured marble is an affordable way to get the look of marble, and the best part is, no grout lines, affordable and easy to maintain. Come by our showroom on 9th Street in Corvallis and see the beautiful look of cultured marble.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Seth Sweetchick, Ben Ziegler, and Austin Smith in the third. No score. Seth takes a first pitch strike from Cam Day. The Knights and Cowlitz in the final game of this 3-game set. They'll strike 1 pitch, bouncing off the mid of Ryan Stafford. 1-1 to Seth Sweetchick for the Cowlitz Black Bears. He swings and whacks it into right field. Base hit. Brady Lavoie will play it on a hop. A leadoff single for Seth. Ben Ziegler will come to the plate. Ben is the leading hitter for the Black Bears at .337 with 12 runs batted in. A big gust of wind has just blown some things away, but Jim Munford providing his hand-made leather weights, which I haven't gotten out completely yet. They'll be out here shortly, Jim. Thank you, because things are blowing around up here. Top of the third, no score. First pitch change from Cam Day misses to Ben Ziegler. Ball 1, 1-0. Seth Sweetchick, the leadoff single. Hitting just .152 at the start of the night. Now 6 for 34 on the summer. The 1-0 pitch, knee high for a strike to Ben Ziegler. 1-1 the count. Ziegler out of Wailuku, Hawaii, from Yavapai, but heading to the University of Hawaii. 1 ball, 1 strike the count. Cam to the plate, fastball lifted foul above the Riley concourse into Waldo Way. And the count moves to 1-2. The Pickles in town tomorrow. Again, be here early, but maybe not quite as early as I was originally suggesting. 750 Knights caps to be given away tomorrow night. The first 750 get a stylish Knights cap as you come through the gate. A throw to first base and diving back, Seth Sweetchick. Coach Embry clarified for me today before the ball game that Seth is the son of Rick Sweet, who is the AAA manager at Nashville. That's a job Darwin Barney was going to get pre-COVID. The 1-2 pitch is high and away, ball 2. Darwin was all set to go as a AAA manager embarking on his coaching managerial career as the manager of the Nashville Sounds. Tyler Graham was going to be part of that staff. COVID hit. Minor League Baseball, the season was canceled. And Darwin took the job here with Mitch. And while we certainly would rather have never dealt with the pandemic, one thing amongst, I'm sure there have been quite a few others along the way that we never could have foreseen, but for Oregon State and the program to see that led to Darwin coming home was the one serendipitous blessing that came out of that experience that we're still coping and dealing with the news of the president today. It's not over and may never fully be. A throw to first, and back to the bag goes Seth Sweetchick. The pitch on the way is ripped down the right field line in the corner, foul by Ben Ziegler, and the count remains 2-2 in the top of the third inning. But Rick Sweet, an outstanding baseball man through the years. I had the pleasure of interviewing Rick a few times. It would be 18 years ago now, summer of 2004, filling in for my good friend Rich Burke on Portland Beavers broadcast. Remember when there was a team called the Portland Beavers in Portland? I do. The 2-2 pitch, breaking ball, just missed from Cam Day. The thing I've learned watching this home plate umpire at work, anything in or out, trouble. But if you can throw a pitch several inches below the knee, you're in good shape. He'll call that a strike. 3-2 to Ben Ziegler. Seth Sweetchick, the runner at first. Will he go? No. The 3-2 pitch foul back. And it remains 3-2 to Ben, top of the third inning. No score. But Rick Sweet, a tremendous baseball man, and because of his work with the Nashville Sounds at the AAA level, probably not able to be following or watching these games. But it's a pleasure to have his son here in the ballpark. He gets his lead from first. The seen drive to left. Riley Knight, fighting the sun, kind of moved around a little bit. Not quite sure where it was going to come down. But he read it well off the bat and made the catch. And a good job by Cam Day to pound the zone, even with a couple of 3-2 pitches. One away, Austin Smith, the batter. Austin struck out looking in the first. Not only dealing with the tough sun field, but the breezes whipping up here, too. It's a blustery night, to be sure, here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. First pitch, a check swing. The ball gets through Ryan Stafford. And down to second base goes Seth Sweetchick on what I presume will be a passed ball. And I say that because of the reaction of Ryan Stafford himself. He was kind of frustrated that he didn't catch it cleanly, and whether he was crossed up or not, or whether he simply wants to say, hey, that's on me. He walks halfway between the plate and the rubber, meets Cam Day, and kind of pats Cam on the back. Almost, it looked in sort of an apologetic way. That position is so difficult, nothing ever really to apologize before if you're willing to don the so-called tools of ignorance and take the beating you get night in and night out. Great changeup from Cam Day, swung on and missed, and that evens the count at 1-1 in the top of the third inning. Seth Sweetchick at second with one out, no score. Out of the stretch works Cam. The right-hander delivers off speed down and in. Ball 2, 2-1. Xander Darby with a signal from shortstop. The glasses glistening on the bill of the cap of Xander Darby. That sun is bright. 2 balls and a strike and 1 out. Not nearly as hot as it's going to be. And a ground ball back up the middle into center field for a base hit. Sweetchick will score. Jonah Advincula gets the ball back into Darby. And Cowlitz tried to salvage one of the 3 and beat the Knights for the first time this season in this, their 6th try. The Black Bears with a 1-0 lead on the RBI single by Austin Smith. Brock Bozette will be the hitter. Brock struck out looking in the first. We'll have to wait and see how the inning plays out, whether or not the run will be earned. And I'm not exactly sure whether Brooks Hatch has given a pass ball to Ryan on the pitch that got through the catcher a few moments ago. I have penciled into my scorecard a PB at the moment. Brock Bozette takes down and away. just marking down PB always puts me in mind of Jerry Goff. The 1-0 pitch, a little low, ball 2-0. Jared Goff's father. Now, Jerry Goff played in the major leagues. Jared was a heck of a quarterback at Cal, and his father, Jerry, a good baseball player at Cal and in the big leagues, but did fight an inordinate number of pass balls. The 2-0 pitch popped up on the right side in foul territory. The wind will keep it easily in play for Kiko Romero in front of the Black Bears dugout. Kiko makes the catch. 2 down. Alec Arnone will be the hitter. So much so that back in the days, you remember the days when there was a team in Portland, a little Chris Farley for you. You remember when there was a team and you played in the Portland Bee? That was awesome. The Portland, you remember? Yeah. Do you also remember the days when you would look at box scores in the newspaper? You remember those days too? Alec Arnone takes a breaking ball down and away. That was awesome. Yeah, those days were good. I miss those days. Got to find them online and scroll through stuff. It's not the same. It's okay. I know there's more information than ever available, but I miss just opening the pages of a newspaper and reading box scores. The 1-0 fastball in there for a strike. 1-0 Cowlitz, top of the third. But in those box scores, you would go to a Kansas City Royals box score. Or Cleveland Indians, whoever it was Jerry was playing for. Hit by pitch, CS, SB, PB-Goff would often be a notation, PB-Goff, PB-Goff. So Jimmy Wilson said the kindly teammates of his in the minor leagues began to refer to Jerry, "Hey, PB, how are you? Isn't that your name, PB-Goff?" That's cruel. The pitch fouled back by Arnone in the count 1-2. Breaking ball from Cam Day, down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes. And the nickname lasts only a few years ago when Cal and the Beavers were playing football. Jimmy Wilson said, "Al, I'll see you in a while. Where are you going?" "Well, I'm going to go down and talk to PB." PB who? PB. The 2-2 pitch, fastball punched in the air. Second baseman Mason Lee behind the bag at second makes the catch. The inning is over. I'll go check with Brooks about PB and see what we've got, because a run scores that would not have without the PB, I don't believe. But we'll see. A run on 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left. After 2.5, Cowlitz 1 and the Knights nothing on 1240 Joe Radio.
We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set them up, you knock them down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online.
Oh, yeah. I love that. That Chris Farley show stuff's one of my favorite gags they ever did.
West 7th in Eugene, Evergreen Indian
Yeah,
Restaurant.
right. Talking to Paul McCartney, you remember when you were with the Beatles? And Paul goes, "Yes, Chris, I do." That was awesome.
Financial situation change.
That's so good. Yeah, I miss him. He was good.
Corvallis Edward Jones Financial Advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
The first pitch of the bottom of the third inning to Tanner Smith, a ground ball to second. Seth Sweetchick picks it up and throws Tanner out. 1 pitch, 1 away. Tyler Quinn, the batter. 1-0 Cowlitz in the bottom of the third inning. I did confer with the official score, and it is PB Stafford. I don't think that nickname's going to stick, but a pass ball on Ryan Stafford, so the run unearned against Cam Day in the top of the inning. The pitch to Quinn, a line drive over the mid of John Olson into right field, base hit. Nick Hovland gathers, and a nice piece of hitting by Tyler Quinn, who has had an excellent summer, starting the night at .311 with 13 runs batted in, and that hit in the third inning means a certificate to Cascade Barbecue in Corvallis. So that makes every fan in the ballpark tonight a winner from Cascade Barbecue. Also, Block 15 night, Bree Miller, the president of the Corvallis Knights, working the stands, walking around, shaking hands. I saw her taking a photograph of some fans down below a few minutes ago. What a great job Bree and the Knights and the staff and the whole organization has done through the years to create such a phenomenon here. Great bunt by Advincula. The throw to first from the third baseman, Cade McGee, not in time. Pushing the bunt up along third, McGee made an excellent attempt. Got to the ball and fired a strike, but Advincula, with his tremendous speed, able to beat it. Not by much, but he beat it. Into second base goes Tyler Quinn. Advincula, the team's leading hitter at .339, gets a bunt single after flying out on his first at-bat. And the Knights, trailing at 1-0, have 2 on and 1 out for Mason Lee here in the bottom of the third inning. Mason at .272 with a homer and 18 runs batted in. Ryan Hardman reading Louis Albrecht, shakes him off a couple of times, and now nods yes and will go. Doesn't have as many pitches in the arsenal, I don't believe, as Juan Marichal or El Tiante. There's some pitchers who had only 2 or 3 pitches that would sometimes go to shaking and shake off 4 or 5 times, trying to give the hitter the idea that he had that many pitches. Mason Lee swings and pops one my way and below. And Paul Blackburn makes the play on a hop. Good play, Paul. Listening to the ball game, has his headset on 1240 Joe Radio, has a souvenir. And, Paul, you've got to find a youngster to give that to. You understand, right? You're looking around and find there's kids everywhere. There you go. Good move. Paul's giving it away right now. And he didn't need any help from me, but just trying to spur one another on to love and good deeds. Mason Lee with a count of no balls and a strike. The 0-1 pitch. Hardman delivers, swung on and missed in the count 0-2. That's the closest that a baseball has come into our area all summer. Over the years, there's usually 1 or 2 a season that'll come right to where we sit, adjacent to the press box. But I think that was coming my way. The wind push it back toward Blackburn. It is a breezy night. No balls and 2 strikes with 2 on and 1 out. Strike 2 pitch fouled at the plate. It remains no balls and 2 strikes to Mason. Mason's had a strong summer. A homer, 18 runs batted in, 13 stolen bases. Looking for an RBI here to get the Knights even. Tyler Quinn at second, Jonah Advincula at first. No balls and 2 strikes to Mason Lee with 1 out. Ryan Hardman reading his battery mate Louis Albrecht, working out of the sunlight into the shadows of the overhangs here. Delivers, strike 3 called on the outside corner to Mason Lee. 2 down. Kiko Romero, who struck out swinging in the first, will be the batter. Kiko, I think, had a bit of disappointment that in some respects he's probably got to work his way through, but I know he's excited about the opportunity ahead at Arizona and may indeed, had he been drafted among there's only 20 rounds now in the MLB draft, and Kiko went undrafted. Or hope and expectation that he might hear his name called within the 20 rounds. And I haven't asked him about that, so I don't know what his mindset on it was. I do know his name was certainly talked about with respect to the draft. Kiko swings and misses in the count 0-1. But now he can focus on going to Tucson and having a big year for Chip Hale and the Wildcats next season. The strike 1 pitch. He's having a big year with the Knights. He rips it into right field, base hit. Tyler Quinn will score. The right fielder Hovland kind of knocks it down, has no play anywhere. Quinn scores to get the game even at 1. on the bullet of a single to right by Kiko Romero, a 1-1 tie. Advincula to third, and Ryan Stafford coming to the plate. And that's the type of swing that will get Kiko Romero eventually to professional baseball and a chance to fulfill the goal that so many who start playing this game have. Want to get to the major leagues. And the path, the door so often is just an opportunity to be given. People that may not necessarily have all of the credentials on the recruiting trail or in the scouting world. Mike Piazza, 62nd round pick, goes to the Hall of Fame. You just look for an opportunity. Ryan Stafford, a swinging bunt out in front of the mound. Fielded by Hartman. His throw pulling off the first baseman, John Olson. But now Romero is caught in a rundown between second and third. A run has scored in Advincula, and Romero is tagged out to retire the side. The tag made by John Olson coming over from first base. And so an odd rundown that ends the inning. But Ryan Stafford getting the base hit, an RBI on the swinging bunt single. The Knights lead it 2-1 with Advincula coming in to score. Romero taking a big turn between second and third and was eventually caught. I will check back with Brooks Hatch and leave it to him to get all the moving parts accounted for in the rundown. But ultimately it was the first baseman, John Olson, who made the tag between second and third on the runner, Kiko Romero. The Knights get two and get the lead. At the end of three, Corvallis 2 and Cowlitz 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
The versatile Kubota B-Series is a do-it-all tractor, part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. You can run powerful attachments that can be easily switched out. The Kubota B-Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through three innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights 2 runs, 4 hits, and no errors. Cowlitz 1 run, 3 hits, and no errors. But Cade McGee hits a blooper into shallow center field. Darby going out, Advincula coming in, and the ball plops between the two Knights defenders for a leadoff single. Texas League style for Cade McGee to lead things off in the fourth with the Knights leading 2-1. McGee had grounded to short in his first at-bat. Now John Olson, who grounded to third, steps in, hits a ground ball wide of third into the hole at short. Darby's only play is to first, and it's not in time. Romero with a long stretch. Darby didn't get enough on the throw. And I'm a little surprised that he didn't go to second, where I felt he had a chance maybe to get an out on McGee. Darby choosing to try to go the long way from the hole at short. Brook comes out, and I think are you saying he pulled his foot? Did the throw not beat him? And I think that's the answer. I think Kiko did a great job to stretch, but John Olson beat the throw. Not quite enough snap on the toss to first, and John Olson gets an infield single. And that's baseball for you. Right-hander Cam Day has made 2 very good pitches and produced weak contact And McGee has a hit. Olson has a hit. Nick Hovland, the batter, and we'll see if he might be up there to bunt. 2 on, nobody out. He's not bunting. He checks his swing and takes down and away. Ball 1, 1-0. Brady Corrigan going through the signs at third base. Shane McCarroll coaching at first. Alan Embry, the head coach for Cowlitz. But Nick Hovland with the Knights leading 2-1 at the plate with 2 on and nobody out, showing no proclivity yet, no sign of bunting. He's not bunting here, and he swings and pops one foul down the third base side. This will carry a couple of rows back into the lower grandstand in front of the Jack Riley concourse. The count now even, 1 ball and 1 strike. Brooks Hatch was studying the video replay of the last rundown on Kiko Romero. And he, during the entire between innings break, I have tentatively written down on the out on Kiko 1-3-6-5-3, but I'm not 100% confident on that one. But Brooks is studying video and will render next between innings. I'll get the official scoring on the play that caught Kiko on the rundown after the swinging bunt RBI single for Ryan Stafford. 2-1 Knights in the fourth. Now Hovland shows bunt. Pulls the bat back and takes down and away. 2-1 the count. 2-1 the score. The Knights in front in the fourth. Cam Day and Ryan Stafford the battery. Kiko Romero at first. Mason Lee at second. Xander Darby at short. Tyler Quinn at third with Briley Knight in left. Jonah Advincula in center and Brady Lavoie in right. We'll see if Hovland's bunting 2-1. He is. He bends away from a breaking ball high. Ball 3. 3-1, and this is an important pitch right here for right-hander Cam Day. He has made good pitches, and they both have just found the right spots. A bloop single to center, a ground ball between Quinn and Darby. Now a 3-1 pitch. Hovland's bunting, and he bunts it foul up along first. And the count goes full to 3-2. Now a decision for Coach Corrigan, calling the offense at third. Alan Embry, the head coach for Cowlitz, appeared, as we talked about in the first 2 broadcasts, because it still startles to see the number. He appeared in 882 games as a pitcher in the big leagues. 3-2 the count. Hovland swings and fouls it back. Chase Reynolds heading down to the Corvallis Knights bullpen. Duke Brotherton, who was our pregame show guest, also heading down there to superintend. He's in the cool of the evening, as Johnny Sane used to call it. After a great start, Spahn and Sane would maybe pray for rain and enjoy the cool of the evening. The 3-2 pitch on the way, popped over my head and to the left on top of the McGrath family press box. It remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. 2-1 Knights in the fourth. But Alan Embry, in the history of the game, we have a guy tonight in the dugout for Cowlitz. Only 32 pitchers in the history of baseball appeared in more games than him. The 3-2 pitch, slap foul above Coach Embry and the Cowlitz Black Bears dugout. It remains 3 balls and 2 strikes. Jesse Orozco appeared in more games than anybody, 1,250. Hoyt Wilhelm held that distinction for a long time at 1,070. 2-1 Knights in the fourth. Another 3-2 pitch is ball 4 to load them up. Now, this is a rough inning, and not necessarily of Cam Day's making. A bloop single, a ground ball with eyes, ball 4, bases loaded. Louis Albrecht, the batter. And the Knights lead a tenuous one now at 2-1 in the fourth for Louis Albrecht. Bo Kearns asking for time and walking very slowly. that tells me the Bo Kearns gait is always indicative of kind of what's happening within the game and what he's thinking, what the Knights are thinking. I've seen him go into dead sprints out there. That tells me he's not out there to make a move. And it's Brook Knight who usually, almost always, makes the pitching changes himself, the calls to the bullpen. And when Bo engages in the slow perambulation to the hill, he's doing so to give Chase Reynolds or whomever it was he sent down to the bullpen a little bit more time to get ready. And then takes a pretty good amount of time here on the mound. The umpire comes out to break up the conversation, and Bo returns. And Cam with some work to do here now, with Louis Albrecht at the plate, bases loaded, nobody out. The Knights' lead is 2-1. I think there's a member of the Albrecht family here tonight, judging by when his name was announced by Bobby Merwin moments ago. Loud bellowing for the young man out of Kent Ridge High School. It might be his dad himself who played baseball for the Huskies. Breaking ball strike to Louis. The count 0-1. We mentioned last night also his mom ran track at Washington. I think they're both here tonight. Other than that are just big Louis Albrecht fans here at Goss. The strike one pitch on the way is a soft line drive foul down the right field side. 0-2 to Louis. 2-1 Knights, top of the fourth, but the Cowlitz Black Bears with the bases loaded and nobody out. On one of the cooler nights we've had, this takes us back about a month ago, and the season was just getting underway in earnest. A lot of cool nights like this one. The strike two pitch on the way. Albrecht takes a fastball just outside. Ryan Stafford trying to pull it back over the outer edge. 1-2. To Louis, Seth Sweetchick on deck. The Knights infield at double play depth. The right-hander Day works out of the windup and comes 1-2. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike three. Good pitch. Riding that one up and in and tying up Albrecht. One gone. Seth Sweetchick, the batter. He singled sharply to right field last inning and scored the run for Cowlitz. Seth now with an opportunity to give his team the lead back. Bases loaded and one out. Cam looking to throw a double play ball on Sweetchick. The right-hander to the plate, swung on and missed. 0-1 the count. Cade McGee at third. John Olson at second. Nick Hovland at first. One away. And Cam continues to work from the windup. Now comes 0-1. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Seth Sweetchick off to the University of Nevada after the season. Looks at a breaking ball in there. Strike three called, 2 down. Great pitch by Cam Day. Seth, not happy, turns and walks away, and the home plate umpire taking a couple of steps towards Seth, who was not necessarily sweet in his mutterings to the home plate arbiter. Sweetchick struck out looking, and Cam Day is an out away from getting out of this somehow. Ben Ziegler, the batter, lined to left in the third. Bases loaded, 2 down. Day's fastball in there, and the count 0-1. Now, whatever Bo Kern said he'd like to bottle and use again. Back-to-back strikeout since the visit. The strike one pitch on the way. Breaking ball swung on and missed. 0-2 the count. Now, Bo Kearns took the slow stroll out with the bases loaded and nobody out. Walked back by himself, and now Day a strike away from getting through it, keeping the lead intact. The strike two pitch, and he does. Swung on and missed. Strike three. The inning is over. Cowlitz loaded the bases with nobody out, and Cam Day strikes out the side. Great work by Cam. Obviously a tremendous visit by Bo Kearns. Down go the Cowlitz Black Bears, leaving the bases loaded in the fourth. After 3.5, the Knights 2 and Cowlitz 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
I was there in the living room reading a book when
Thank
I
you.
heard a terrible sound. When are you going to start planting those trees and getting the backyard ready for our daughter's wedding? I'll do it, but not today. I know you don't want me to do it, but I'm going to do it anyway. I know the guys at Philomath Rental, they'll show me what to do. And since they're open 7 days a week, I can go out there today.
Uh-oh. Darn you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
See you later. Have a good trip home.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185 and get in the game.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
1240 Joe Radio.
2-1 Knights, bottom of the 4th inning, after sort of a Jeff McMagic type escape act, Houdini, if you will, by Knight starter Cam Day. Bases loaded, nobody out, and struck out the side. Briley Knight swinging at the first pitch and missing from Ryan Hardman. The 0-1 pitch is in there for strike 2. Briley flied to center in the second. Briley Knight, Xander Darby, and Brady Lavoie in the bottom of the 4th. The Knights seeking a sweep of Cowlitz of the season series, trying to go to 6-0, 3-0 in this set. The strike 2 pitch, off speed and hits Briley Knight. Heck of a note for Ryan Hardman. Ahead of the count, 0-2, tried to drop a breaking ball down and hope to induce a chase from Briley, and instead hits Briley Knight on the front foot. Briley down to first. Xander Darby the batter. Xander bounced into a fielder's choice in the second, 6-4. The Knights leading 2-1, and this is a spot where Coach Knight will occasionally ask a hitter to bunt. We'll see what he has in mind for the left-hand hitting Darby. Xander swinging away, takes a first pitch away. Ball 1, 1-0. Cap night tomorrow night. Remember to get here early enough to be among the first 750 fans to receive a new Corvallis Knights baseball cap 2022 style. A throw to first base and Briley back. If Briley or any Knight gets a stolen base, that means another contribution by Papay Material Handling to Community Outreach, Inc., a local nonprofit dedicated to helping people lead healthy and productive lives. Briley held on by John Olson. Our thanks to Papay Material Handling again for their support of the Knights and Community Outreach, Inc. Darby swings and whacks it to center. Back goes Ziegler, still going back, and the ball carries over his head off the base of the fence. Briley Knight waved around by Papa Knight. Briley will score. Into second goes Darby with a double. The Knights lead it 3-1. Well struck by Xander Darby. And got a little push, too, from the breezes that have been blowing out to left and left center all night. Now, that ball was rocked. Xander Darby, an RBI double. Brady Lavoie, the batter. 3-1 Knights in the bottom of the 4th. Brady also bounced into a 6-4 fielder's choice in the second. Has an RBI opportunity here and at least wants to move Darby to third. Out of the stretch works Ryan Hardman and comes to the plate, waved at and missed by Brady. No balls and a strike. Good crowd tonight. We had 1,821 2 nights ago, 1,531 last night, and I think we'll be closer to that 1,800 number again tonight. No balls and a strike to Brady Lavoie. Darby at second, nobody out. Brady takes just outside. 1 ball and 1 strike. When you come to town to see Knights baseball or whatever brings you to Corvallis, we encourage you to stay at Best Western Corvallis, the official hotel partner of your Knights. You can enjoy the largest rooms in the city and an outdoor heated pool. Wherever life takes you, Best Western is there. 1 ball and 1 strike to Brady Lavoie. 3-1 Knights, bottom of the 4th. Brady shows bunt, pulls the bat back and takes. Down and away, 2-1 the count. Whether Brady was asked to bunt by Brook Knight or kind of doing that on his own to try to get the runner, I know not. But with the count his way, 2-1, I doubt whether we'll see him play the short game, even though his intent is to get Darby moved at the least here in this plate appearance. The 2-1 pitch hit sharply right at Cade McGee, the third baseman who was playing even with the bag. Cade plays the 1 hopper and throws Brady out, and Darby holds at second base. 1 away, and Tanner Smith the batter. Boy, some interesting walk-up music for Tanner Smith. And I recognize the tune. I kind of know a line or two from the song. And it's going to drive me crazy to not remember it, and I can't Shazam it because it's gone. Now Tanner Smith, the batter, grounded out in his first at-bat. Whacks one into the Riley concourse, where fans oblivious to the line drive coming their way just kept walking and moving and had somewhere to get to and walk calmly on. And the baseball avoided them, I'm glad. No balls and a strike to Tanner Smith. Never gonna dance again. Guilty feet, I got no rhythm. Whatever that song is. Yes, yeah, okay, I feel better now. I can come up with it at some point. No balls and a strike to Tanner Smith. Xander Darby at second, 1 out. But that's an interesting choice of walk-up song for Tanner Smith in the year of our Lord 2022. Guilty feet, I've got no rhythm, never gonna. Who is that? Somebody text it to me, please. No balls and 2 strikes to Tanner Smith. 3-1 Knights in the bottom of the 4th. I like the song, but I'm just amazed that Tanner knows it and has chosen it for a walk-up tune. Hardman delivers, swung on and missed. Strike 3. He may pick a different tune next time around. 2 away, and Tyler Quinn will come to the plate. It is that kind of night, watching fans climb up the steps here. Sweatshirts on, long sleeve shirts on. Paul Blackburn, who caught the foul ball and gave it away, has gone to a long sleeve plaid. I brought the hoodie. I'll be putting that on later. But it might be the last time in the summer of 2022. I don't know what's supposed to happen this weekend, but we're moving into the high 90s next week. The first pitch from Hardman to Tyler Quinn is in the dirt off the chest protector of Louis Albrecht. Ball 1, 1-0. Tyler a solid single to right and scored last inning. The Knights have picked up a run here in the 4th. Briley Knight hit by a pitch, doubled home by Xander Darby. Xander remains at second with 2 down. 1-0 to Quinn. Tyler pumping the bat back and forth and waiting. The young man playing up the road at Pacific drives it to center, but Ben Ziegler has a bead on this one. Backs up, makes the catch, and the Knights settle for the singleton here in the 4th. A run on a hit, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 4, the Knights 3 and Cowlitz 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system?
Okay.
Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
Okay.
At Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Hi, I'm Katie Albin, and I want everyone to know that at Albin's Plumbing, we're boring. Directional boring, to be exact. So if you need to run a pipe underground, under a driveway, or under a sidewalk, and you don't want to destroy your yard in the process, the boring people at Albin's Plumbing can help you with your directional boring. Just give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282, Albin's Plumbing.
Hey veterans, Mid-Willamette Family VetNet and the Corvallis Elks invite you to a Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge. It's a resource fair aimed at providing services and supplies to veterans and their families. Learn about disability and Social Security benefits, employment services, housing and utility assistance, medical and dental resources, and more. Food and drinks will be served at the Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge, 1400 North 9th Street.
1240 Joe Radio.
That rundown play, by the way, was 13563 on Kiko Romero. 13563. Just to clean that up a little bit as we go to the top of the fifth inning. The Knights leading 3-1. That's the end of the line for Cam Day. Chase Reynolds is the new pitcher for the Corvallis Knights, and Blake Neiman took it upon himself running the live stream for us. George Michael, Careless Whisper. Yes, yes. Thank you, Blake. And I will at some point inquire of Tanner Smith. How in the world do you even know that song? I'm happy for him. As we go to the fifth, 3-1 Knights. Austin Smith, Brock Bozette, and Alec Arnone, the scheduled hitters, to greet Chase Reynolds out of West Albany High School and Petey's excellent program, the NWAC champions at Lynn Benton Community College. Chase delivers over the top to Austin and misses down and away. 1-0 the count. Top of the fifth inning, 3-1 Knights. Chase 6'1", 210 out of West. Fastball just missed. I'm not sure where. The count 2 balls and no strikes. Chase coming in for Cam Day, who finished excellently. The 2-0 pitch missing down and in for ball 3. 3-0. Cowlitz had the bases loaded with nobody out, and Day struck out the side, so he ended his outing on an outstanding note. Now Chase Reynolds behind the count 3-0 to open his. Delivers to Austin Smith. A strike. 3-1 the count. 3-1 Knights. Top of the fifth inning. Chase drops the arms, kicks the leg, delivers 3-1. A ground ball wide of first. Kiko Romero fields, leads Chase Reynolds to the bag with the underhand toss for the out. A 3-1 pitch leading to the 3-1 out with a 3-run score, one score in the top of the fifth inning, 1 away. Brock Bozette has struck out looking and fouled out to Kiko Romero. Brock to the plate with 1 out, nobody on. Thank you, young man. Didn't have the Jim Munford paperweight on a piece of paper that I need. A fly ball to center, and a young fan here grabbed it for me. Jonah Advincula grabs the baseball quickly, 2 down in the fifth. On the paper that the young man just to my right with the wind blowing everything around. How about that as a walk-up song? There's a Wind on Stars England Dan and John Ford Coley. I hope to hear that at some point too. 2 down on the TNT Builders party deck. Andrews Cooper enjoying a party out there tonight on this breezy, cool summer night. A lot of folks between innings going to sweaters and hoodies, and Paul Blackburn tells me we've got a couple of more nights like this before the hot weather hits on Sunday. The 1-0 pitch on the way, taken in there for a strike, and the count 1-1 to Alec Arnone, who is 0 for 2. Trader Joe's enjoying Casey Corner confines tonight. Hotel Corvallis in the Omaha room. The pitch on the way, missing. Ball 2, 2-1. Hewlett-Packard enjoying a company party here tonight. Clark and Eldridge Dental as well. And I'm not sure. I'm going to give this to Paul and see if he knows how this reads. The 2-1 pitch just missing. This company right here. That one. The Wealth Development. I'm not sure that I've... Clanty? Okay, I'm not familiar with it. My apologies. The 3-1 pitch hit high in the air to left center and deep. Briley Knight and Advincula come together. Briley has a play, and he has the baseball. And Chase Reynolds retires the side in order. Casey, the old professor says you could look it up. Well, I'm going to look it up as we go to the bottom of the fifth. Clarity Wealth Development. There you go. Not Clanty. That looked like a Clarity Wealth Development. Thank you. Thank you for the clarity. We go to the bottom of the fifth. It's the Knights 3 and Cowlitz 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com. Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
1240 Joe Radio.
Jonah Advincula, Mason Lee, Kiko Romero, bottom of the fifth, 3-1 Knights. Jonah takes a strike from Ryan Hardman. Jonah has flied to center and had a bunt single. 3-1 Knights in the fifth. The strike one pitch sails high and away from Hardman, who's gone all the way for Cowlitz. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. The lone run for the Black Bears unearned. The Knights picking up 2 runs in the third, 1 last inning. Seeking a sweep of the Cowlitz Black Bears in this series and on the season. The 1-1 pitch, off speed, a grounder back at first, fielded by John Olson, who will take it to the bag himself. 1 away on Jonah Advincula and Mason Lee, the hitter. A lot of different groups. I mentioned Clarity Wealth Development is here. Hewlett-Packard, Clark and Eldridge Gentle, Trader Joe's, Andrews Cooper, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention the youngsters who were recognized on the field before the ball game. The Central Willamette Credit Union Reading Club members, and there were a lot of them, getting free tickets tonight for meeting their reading goals this summer and during the school year as well. The pitch on the way to off first and out of play. Mason has grounded to third and struck out looking. 3-1 Knights in the bottom of the fifth. Yesterday we needed to go get hay and did in the beautiful Kings Valley. Never gotten hay in the Kings Valley. Haven't spent a lot of time in Kings Valley, and that's sad to report because what a gorgeous area. Driven by the signs many times, but never on the way to the coast gone that way. The strike one pitch swung on and missed in the count 0-2. And we got our hay in Kings Valley for our donkey and our Welsh pony. And we took a couple of youngsters, Michaela and Violet. Michaela spent the whole time reading her Harry Potter book. Good for her. No video games. Reading. When I asked her about the movies, I said, what about the Harry Potter movies? Oh, the movies are okay, but the books are so much better. It is good and encouraging to hear such language from 11-year-old Michaela yesterday gathering hay in Kings Valley. 3-1 Knights in the bottom of the 5th. 1-2 to Mason Lee. Hardman delivers a pop foul back of the plate, coming back, throwing the mask away in the helmet. Louis Albrecht stays with it with the wind pushing it a little bit back towards fair territory. Louis makes the catch, 2 down. Kiko Romero, the hitter. Kiko has struck out and had an RBI single. I really appreciate Central Willamette Credit Union providing the incentive for the Reading Club members and a lot of youngsters on the breaking ball, hits it high and deep to left. Back goes Smith to the warning track and backhands it and up against the fence. The ball carried a long way in the wind and was struck well by Kiko, but Austin Smith with a good read runs it down, and the Knights go in order in the 5th. Well struck, but an out. We go to the bottom of the 5th. The Knights 3 and Cowlitz 1 on 1240 Joe Radio.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
Looking for someone to service your Volkswagen? Independent Auto Works has been taking care of Volkswagen since 1970, and their group of mechanics has over 80 years of combined experience working on Volkswagens. And if you need just a part, whether your VW is old or new, air-cooled or water-cooled, Independent Auto Works can help. Give them a call or stop by. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Chase Reynolds over the top delivers to Cade McGee. A pop fly in fair territory on the right side. First baseman Kiko Romero right there to make the catch. 1 away in the top of the 6th inning. Chase Reynolds gets an out on the first pitch that he throws in the frame. He's retired all 4. Cowlitz Black Bear batters he's encountered. John Olson, the batter. John had an infield single and grounded to third in his 2 at-bats against Knight starter Cam Day. 3-1 Knights, top of the 6th inning. Chase delivers. Fastball just outside, ball 1, 1-0. Again, Ryan Stafford trying to pull it back, but I thought it ran enough back over the plate on its own, but the home plate umpire thought otherwise. 1 ball and no strikes to count. Chase back to the plate with a 1-0 fastball away, ball 2, 2-0. Driving through Kings Valley on the way back, stopped at a store, a little store that's been open in the same spot since 1886. The 2-0 pitch, a comebacker knocked down by Reynolds to the left of the mound, comes off, makes the play, and throws him out. Nice job by Chase. And an even better job in not panicking after knocking the ball down. Showed some good athleticism in getting to it and calmly picked it up after knocking it down with his leather and threw out John Olson by plenty. Good play. 2 away, Nick Hovland, the hitter. And it was fun to go in a store that's been essentially in the same family since 1886. We have a great sponsor here that's been around a while, but a neophyte in the business by comparison. But our thanks to First Alternative Co-op, your community-owned grocery store providing fresh, local, and organic groceries since 1970. The first pitch to Hovland in there for a strike. Reynolds comes back, swung on and missed, and the count 0-2. The Co-op makes it easy for you and your family to buy local and eat healthy. Stop by for fresh brewed coffee, house-made pastries, delicious salads, and much more. Everyone is welcome at the First Alternative Co-op. The strike 2 pitch to Hovland, missing down and away. 1-2 the count, 2 outs, bases empty. 3-1 Knights in the 6th. Chase, both feet on the slab, comes to the plate. Fastball fouled back. The count remains 1-2 to Nick Hovland. Louis Albrecht on deck. Reynolds trying to retire 6 straight. Delivers a high drive to left and deep. Back goes Knight. He'll look up and say so long to that one. Nick Hovland turns on it and gets a little bit of push as well from the wind, and it's now a 1-run ball game. The Knights 3 and the Cowlitz Black Bears 2. Good swing by Nick Hovland, riding it over the left field fence by plenty. The second home run of the summer for Nick, and it is indeed a 1-run affair. Good swing by Hovland, young man out of Bellevue College and heading back to Washington State. Went 3 for 15 this past spring for the Cougs, but having a good summer with Cowlitz. That type of swing will get him into Coach Green's lineup more often, I would think. Louis Albrecht, the batter, swings at the first pitch and doesn't get it. 0-1 the count. A home run for Hovland to cut this to a 1-run ball game. Albrecht has hit back to the box and struck out. 3-2 Knights in the 6th. Chase comes back to the plate. The 0-1 fastball in there. Strike 2. Chase is making his 9th appearance before tonight's outing. 14 1/3 innings of work. 1-0 with a save. An ERA of 4.39. That is the 3rd home run he's allowed this summer. He delivers the 0-2 pitch. Swung on and missed for strike 3. A good quick recovery for Reynolds, who has retired 6 of 7, but the guy that got him good. A solo homer for Nick Hovland to cut it to a 1-run deficit for the Black Bears. At the end of 5 1/2, the Knights 3 and Cowlitz 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Hey, veterans, Mid-Willamette Family VetNet and the Corvallis Elks invite you to a Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge. It's a resource fair aimed at providing services and supplies to veterans and their families. Learn about disability and Social Security benefits, employment services, housing and utility assistance, medical and dental resources, and more. Food and drinks will be served at the Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge, 1400 North 9th Street.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
1240 Joe Radio.
Ryan Stafford, Briley Knight, and Xander Darby, bottom of the 6th. Then in a 1-run ball game, 3-2 Knights. Stafford's been hit by a pitch and had an infield single for a run batted in. Ryan Hardman still out there, still in there pitching, and goes to work on Stafford. Three to 2 Knights, bottom of the 6th inning. Ryan nods yes, kicks and comes back with the 0-1 pitch. Swung on and hit fouled right in front of the McGrath family press box. And a little sibling rivalry going on, brother and sister. The sister dropped it, caught it. Brother came over and grabbed it, and sister said, "Give it to me." And mom takes it away from the sister and gives it to the brother, and the sister's crying. And I'm not lying. It's a sad moment, actually. That's tough. Paul, if you still had the baseball, you should walk it over to the sister. But he has already given it away. Stafford creating some sibling rivalry in the stands right below us. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Ryan. 3-2 Knights, bottom of the 6th. We got to get. Oh, and the brother gave it back to the sister. That's a sweet bro. The 1-2 pitch, a ground ball to the left of Brock Bozette. Charges gloves near the bag, throws low, dug out by Olson, who nearly came off the bag prematurely, but the out recorded. Good play on both fielders' parts, Bozette and Olson. 1 gone. Briley Knight, the hitter. Now, Bill Gothard was at a basic youth complex. I heard of that in the mid-'70s. I mentioned that to a niece or a cousin the other day. Yeah, it reminds me of basic youth. What? Nobody else has ever heard of that, have you? Anyway, well, Bill Gothard, basic youth complex. I never attended. I just remember the phrase. Briley Knight takes a strike and the count 0-1. We are witnessing a basic youth conflict to the left. I'd like to see it resolved by finding another baseball at some point, and I'm going to make a request within the McGrath family press box between innings to try to settle this matter in a Solomonic way. No balls and a strike to Briley, or cut the baseball in half. There you go. Briley Knight swings and fouls it at the plate, and the count 0-2. 3-2 Knights in the bottom of the 6th inning. Xander Darby on deck. Good ball game. And Cowlitz showing some good fight, trying to salvage one of the 3. Ryan Hardman delivers a strike 2 pitch, taps slowly foul up along first. It remains no balls and 2 strikes. Now, that's a foul ball. They make a play to first. I'm sitting there looking at the next piece of information to write down. The home plate umpire doesn't call it a foul ball. Briley never left the box. And the out recorded at first base, 1-3, Ryan Hardman to John Olson. I mean, I just assumed that was a foul ball off his front foot. Brook Knight does not argue it vehemently. In fact, doesn't really argue it at all. So Briley never left the box, and just as we all assumed it was a foul ball, it's a dangerous thing to do, to assume anything. The pitch on the way to Darby, away, ball 1, 1-0. Xander has bounced into a force play and doubled home a run. Probably the swing of the night. Darby driving one to dead center over the head of Ben Ziegler for the Knights' last run in the 4th. He swings and lifts one foul here to the left and out of play. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Boy, there's 4 kids all together here with 1 baseball to go around. The 1-1 pitch taken down and away in the count 2-1. And it looks like a mom with her 4 kids here, and she's got her hands full. Tried to make the best decision she could moments ago on what to do with the foul ball. The conflict, the basic youth conflict. The 2-1 pitch to Darby, a strike, and the count 2-2. Brady Lavoie on deck. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, 3-2 Corvallis. Ryan Hardman's pitched a good ball game. The right-hander comes back to the plate with a 2-2 fastball taken. Strike 3 called. The inning is over. A good outing indeed for Ryan Hardman. Whether he's done for the night, we'll wait and see, but Ryan Hardman out of American Fork, Utah. His dad played baseball at Snow College and at Utah. His mom, a volleyball player at Utah Valley. They have to be proud of the work Ryan has done tonight. He strikes out Darby, and Cowlitz very much in this game. We go to the 7th. It looks like Nelson Keljo will be a new pitcher. We'll take a 2-minute pitching change break, and I'll try to resolve a baseball crisis as Nelson gets loose. At the end of 6, the Knights 3 and Cowlitz 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Need your auto glass repaired or replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the Glass Man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the Glass Man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the Glass Man.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop Corvallis Floor Covering.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser, from hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear, now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of New World creativity, like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street, behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
1240 Joe Radio.
Through 6 innings at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field, the Corvallis Knights 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Cowlitz 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors. Left-hander Nelson Keljo, the new pitcher for the Corvallis Knights. His first pitch to Seth Sweetchick, stroked to deep right center. On the move is Brady Lavoie. Hustles over to make the catch. 1 pitch, 1 away, and a nice job by the left-hander Keljo to pitch to contact to open the inning. Good contact by Seth Sweetchick, but he's retired on the first pitch from Nelson. 1 away, and Keljo, who's making his 5th appearance, he's worked 9 innings heretofore. 6 hits, 2 runs, both earned, 3 walks, 6 strikeouts, an ERA of 2 with a save. Delivers to Ben Ziegler, left on left. And the first pitch missing. Nelson right back to the plate. Swung on and missed. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Nelson Keljo, Oregon State-bound left-hander out of Jesuit High School. Comes back with a 1-1 pitch. A ground ball to the hole at short. Darby slides into it, throws to first. Not in time, but a nice effort by Xander Darby. Xander was playing Ziegler back up the middle. If he's just at a conventional shortstop position, and in a very real sense then, pre-analytics, where you just you play people straight away in conventional positioning, shading maybe a little bit if you look at what pitch is coming, look at the style of hitter, what the velo the pitcher has, all of that. You shade accordingly. But in the age that we live in now, spray charts available for all. And Darby was playing back up the middle. A conventional shortstop position to begin with Ziegler, he would have gotten it out. But you play the percentages, and I get it. The pitch to Austin Smith, in there for a strike from Nelson Keljo. 0-1 the count, top of the 7th. Good ball game, 3-2 Knights. Keljo to the plate, in there for strike 2 to Austin. No balls and 2 strikes the count. Our pitching change tonight, presented by our friends at All Pro Property Services. At All Pro Property Services, they're your locally owned option. For property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping, relax. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. You can find them on Facebook. Breaking ball missing to Austin Smith. 1-2 the count. A 1-out infield single for Ben Ziegler, held on by Kiko Romero. Ziegler representing the tying run. Nelson's breaking ball misses down and away. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Austin Smith. Austin, an RBI single in the third, is 1 for 3. Keljo to the plate. Fastball just outside. Ball 3. 3-2. Coach Corrigan may be of a mind to send Ziegler. Ben runs well. He doesn't go. The 3-2 pitch sliced down the left field line, foul. And the count remains 3-2 here in the top of the 7th inning. The first 750 tomorrow night. Corvallis Knights Caps. And Bree Miller, I believe, is going to see to it that that family with the basic youth conflict and sibling rivalry, I think all of the youngsters are going to go home happy. The 3-2 pitch swung on and fouled at the plate. Bree's working on it, she told me. I was able to, during the pitching change break while Nelson was loosening up, collaborate with Bree. And I think she's going to try to make it a happy evening for all of the kids that Mom has brought to the ballpark tonight. The 3-2 pitch, a tapper towards third. Tyler Quinn goes to second for one, to first for the double play. The inning is over. A 5-4-3 double play ball off the bat of Austin Smith around the horn. Nicely done. And down go the Cowlitz Black Bears in the 7th. No runs, a hit, nobody left. 7th inning stretch time at the ballpark. In the 7th inning stretch at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field during home games in 2022. With a special sponsor, which we will tell you about when we return. The Knights 3, Cowlitz 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
Do you ever experience headaches? Or how about back pain? Here at Horesco Chiropractic, we truly believe that everybody deserves to live a life without pain. Our doctors will get to the root of your condition and create a custom treatment plan to help you get back to living the best version of your life. Our patients often say how amazed they feel to live a life with less pain after they have experienced how effective chiropractic care is. Start on the journey of improved health by giving us a call today or visiting our website at horesco.com. Horesco Chiropractic in Corvallis. We really can make a world of difference for you.
Mow, dig, haul, lift. The versatile Kubota BX Series subcompact tractor does it all. Easy to switch attachments, a smooth hydrostatic transmission. The BX Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to Kubota.
99E in Tangent. See it at linbentontractor.com.
1240 Joe Radio.
Brady Lavoie, first ball swinging in the bottom of the 7th. Ryan Hardman still out there. The fly ball to right. Nick Hovland gathers it in. One away on one pitch. Tanner Smith, the careless whisperer, to the plate. And Hardman delivers, swung out and missed by Tanner, who has grounded out and struck out. 3-2 Knights, bottom of the 7th inning. Ryan Hardman has pitched to Jim. The Knights have responded well on the bump. Smith swings and strokes it into left field. Base hit. A one-out single for Tanner. And that'll bring Tyler Quinn to the plate with one out. Tyler has singled to right and flied to center field. That will also bring Tanner Smith out of the ballgame. Ethan Lovelace runs for Tanner Smith. Ethan Lovelace, who hit a 2-run home run last night, the pinch runner here in the bottom of the 7th tonight. That 7th inning stretch with the fans singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" brought to you by At Home Properties, a service-oriented property management company committed to providing a personal, friendly experience to each of their customers. Our thanks to the 7th inning stretch sponsor, at-home properties. The pitch on the way to Tyler misses low, ball 1, 1-0. Here comes Bree. How about that? Bree's coming through in a beautiful way. Good work on Bree's part. 1 ball and no strikes to Tyler Quinn. A throw to first, and Ethan Lovelace was leaning, and he just did get back. 1 ball and no strikes the count to Tyler. 1-0 the count, with the Knights trying to add to their 3-2 lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Out of the stretch works Ryan Hardman. Lovelace is probably going to look to try to go at some point here. The 1-0 pitch, an inside-out hack by Quinn. Tyler rolls it foul outside of first. 1 ball and 1 strike the count. Lovelace, a good base runner. And in a 1-run ball game, Ethan, who's stolen 12 and only been caught twice, is likely to try to find a pitch he can get into scoring position on to give the Knights a couple of chances. And now he'll get to second on an errant pickoff attempt by Ryan Hardman. So just the threat of Ethan Lovelace over at first base leads to the attention being diverted. Ryan Hardman going over there in 1 time too many. Throws the ball away, and Hardman into second. You're welcome. Good to have you kids here tonight. Thank you. They came over to say thanks, but it's great to have them with us. We thank them for being here tonight at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. 1 ball and 1 strike to Tyler Quinn. Ethan Lovelace at second. The Knights with a couple of shots at it now to get that big insurance run home. The pitch nearly got away from Albrecht. Louis deflected it off the webbing of his catcher's mitt, and it popped right back up to him. It looked for a moment as though the ball was going to go to the backstop. A good read on the part of Lovelace at second to not try to advance. 2 balls and a strike to Tyler Quinn. 2 good hitters to try to get that big bit of insurance home, with Ethan Lovelace, the pinch runner, at second, Tyler Quinn, the batter, Jonah Advincula on deck. Hardman set, delivers, down and away, ball 3, 3-1. There is some activity going on in the bullpen. A left-hander is throwing beyond the left field fence for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Ryan Hardman, 3-1. Tremendous family athletically. And again, as I said, his dad played baseball at Utah and his mom volleyball at Utah Valley. So indeed, they passed on some good genes, and Hardman putting them to good use here tonight. Ryan, the right-hander, has pitched well, trying to keep it a 1-run game, delivers just outside, ball 4. And Jonah Advincula will come to the plate. That's the first walk yielded by Ryan Hardman tonight. He did hit a batter, and that batter was Briley Knight, who came around to score. He's hit 2, actually. He also hit Ryan Stafford. But the first walk that he's yielded. And now we'll see a hitter for Jonah Advincula. It'll be Logan Johnstone. And that probably is the end of the line. Alan Embry, the head coach, he of the 882, 33rd all-time in appearances in Major League Baseball, will make a pitching change and go to the bullpen. Logan Johnstone hitting for Jonah Advincula, and my hope is just simply a matter of giving Logan an opportunity and not because anything may be ailing Advincula. A new pitcher coming in. The Knights lead at 3-2 in the bottom of the 7th. We'll take a 2-minute pitching change break. Back after this on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
When you think of Albin's, you think plumbing. And when you think of plumbing, you think water. Hi, this is Katie Albin. Some plumbing projects don't have anything to do with water. At Albin's Plumbing, we also work with natural gas and propane lines. So if you need a gas line for home heating, cooking, or for a gas water heater, give us a call.
At Albin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Call 754-8282. Albin's Plumbing. For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-7.
Replaced? Need to recalibrate your advanced car safety system? Don't call that 800 number. Call the glass man.
For auto glass solutions, better call the glass man. Call 541-760-2277. Call the glass man.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Alex Brady is the new pitcher for the Cowlitz Black Bears in the bottom of the 7th. The Knights leading 3-2. First and second, 1 out, Logan Johnstone fresh into the ball game here in the bottom of the 7th inning. And Alex Brady, a left-hander summoned by Coach Embry. So 2 new players in tonight's ball game. Brady and Johnstone. Alex to the plate. Low and inside. Alex Brady from Longview, but competing at LSU. That's a long way from Cowlitz County. 1 ball and no strikes. Alex Brady to Logan Johnstone with Ethan Lovelace at second and Tyler Quinn at first. Ground ball to first. The throw down to second hits the runner Tyler Quinn, and coming in to score is Ethan Lovelace. Tyler Quinn safely into third with Logan Johnstone aboard. 4-2 Knights. The ball going off the top of the helmet of Tyler Quinn heading down to second. John Olson throwing the ball directly to his shortstop Brock Bozette. What we talked about the other night comes to play here, that many a coach will tell you don't slide. If you're the runner going from first to second and the ball's hit behind you, stay upright, stay on your feet. It makes it much harder to get the ball accurately to the shortstop covering, and in this case, a pretty good throw. But it hit the runner straight down the baseline, Tyler Quinn, on the top of the helmet. And so the Knights get a run out of it and first and third with 1 out. The batter is Mason Lee. Mason takes down and away from Alex Brady. Ball 1, 1-0. 4-2 Knights picking up a big bit of insurance. Now the chance to get another. A late break from Johnstone and then a throw from Louis Albrecht down to Cade McGee, well in front of the bag at third. A stolen base for Logan Johnstone and a contribution from Papay Material Handling and All Pro Property Services to our friends at Community Outreach Inc., one step closer to home. The Black Bears pull their infield in with runners at second and third. Logan Johnstone with the stolen base is 6th in as many attempts. Mason Lee with a chance to really bust it right here. And a squeeze is on, the suicide squeeze. The ball rolls up along first, rolling and rolling. And it's a fair ball. The suicide squeeze works. The runner, unfortunately, didn't keep running and should have, and he's tagged out. Mason Lee didn't keep running, and he's tagged out. He stopped halfway up the line for some reason. The suicide squeeze works beautifully. Coming in to score is Tyler Quinn. The Knights lead at 5-2. but Mason Lee stopped running going up the line. Otherwise, he would have had himself a base hit. And the ball picked up halfway down the line by Olson with the ball just hanging on the edge of the line, and Lee stopped instead of continuing to run, thinking the ball was going to roll foul, I guess. It didn't roll foul. And that's a big out in that you'd have first and third and one out still, and Lee inexplicably stopped running and is tagged out. The suicide squeeze well done by Mason. Now the batter is Kiko Romero. He pulls the first pitch foul. Well played by Ed Nags on the carom in the coaching box. Haven't seen the suicide squeeze deployed that often, but we just did see it put in play here. And Mason Lee did the hardest part of it. He got the bunt down, but then stopped halfway up the line at first after perfectly executing the suicide. The strike one pitch to Kiko Romero, low and inside, and the count 1-1. 5-2 Knights on the play. Johnstone advanced to third, but the Knights would have first and third and one out had Mason kept on running through the bag at first. 1-1 to Kiko Romero. Alex Brady to the plate. Romero, a high pop fly into shallow center. Going out is Sweet Chick, the center fielder. Ben Ziegler calls both Sweet Chick and Bozette off. Ziegler makes the catch, and the inning is over. But the Knights, in a strange kind of frame, get two, and we go to the top of the eighth. The Knights 5 and Cowlitz 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Taste the incredible flavors of India at Evergreen Indian Restaurant. Enjoy delicious made-to-order Indian cuisine using traditional recipes and fresh ingredients, including a variety of entrees and tandoori specials. Evergreen Indian Restaurant is open for takeout orders from 11:30 to 2:30 p.m. and open for dine-in and takeout from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. daily except Tuesdays. View the menu and order online at evergreenindianrestaurant.com on Southwest 3rd in downtown Corvallis and West 7th in Eugene. Evergreen Indian Restaurant.
Yes, Paul.
Hey, veterans, Mid-Willamette Family VetNet and the Corvallis Elks invite you to a Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge. It's a resource fair aimed at providing services and supplies to veterans and their families. Learn about disability and Social Security benefits, employment services, housing and utility assistance, medical and dental resources, and more. Food and drinks will be served at the Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge, 1400 North 9th Street.
Yeah.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food, good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
1240 Joe Radio.
Top of the eighth inning, Nelson Keljo delivers, and with the first pitch of the inning, a ground ball to shallow right. Mason Lee lays out. Good effort, not able to make the play, but slowed the ball down, gave himself a momentary thought of being able to pop up from shallow right and make the play. But on the first pitch of the top of the eighth inning, Brock Bozette, a ground ball into shallow right field. A stab at it by Mason Lee, a stab at matter, but it is a base hit. Brock Bozette. A leadoff single. Alec Arnone, the batter. Alec takes a strike, and the count 0-1. 5-2 Knights. What a big couple of runs. Mason Lee had a traffic jam, something you don't see very often, running up first. The ball rolling, the pitcher coming, the first baseman coming, and Mason kind of stopped to watch the action. Strike one pitch from Keljo, inexplicably called ball one, 1-1 to Arnone. And Mason seemed to be somewhat stymied by the tableau there of the ball and the two defenders coming together. And is it going to be fair or foul? Can he run out of the baseline? Should he run through the two defenders? He doesn't want to touch the ball as he runs by, so he just kind of slowed down and waited to see the outcome. The outcome was fair ball. Ball picked up, and he's tagged out. Keljo throws a wild pitch, and Bozette down to second. So those two runs make this moment while a little bit more compelling for Cowlitz and less so for the Knights than they would like it to be. But it's a 3-run lead instead of 1. With what could have been the tying run at second in Bozette on this breezy, near chilly night. Keljo delivers a strike, and the count goes to 3-2. Alec Arnone with Cade McGee on deck, but this thing could get pretty tight quickly again. 5-2 Knights, but a runner at second and first base open, and a 3-2 pitch to Arnone. Fastball swung on and missed. Strike 3. Excellent pitch by Nelson Keljo. 1 away. And Cade McGee to the plate. Cade is grounded to short, single to center, and popped out to Kiko Romero. Top of the 8th inning. 5 runs, 6 hits for the Knights. 2 runs, 8 hits for Cowlitz, and maybe a 9th. In fact, there will be a 9th hit. This will be an extra base hit, in fact, for McGee. Bozette scores. McGee into second with a double, and Cowlitz hanging in tonight after losing the first 5 games of the season to the Knights and last night getting drubbed 12-3. They're right in this one tonight. It's now 5-3 Knights with the tying run coming to the plate, represented by John Olson. A double for Cade McGee, his second hit of the night. Now 5-3. John Olson has grounded to third, had an infield single, and hit back to the box. And a good play by Chase Reynolds. The first pitch to Olson, Keljo misses high, ball 1, 1-0. 5-3, top of the 8th. Ooh. Nelson settles in, comes to the plate, fastball in there for a strike. Keljo was called for a balk in his last outing, and I believe it was predicated on not coming to a complete stop in the stretch position. We'll see a runner now for the Cowlitz Black Bears. Cade McGee, who doubled home the run, will be lifted for a pinch runner. Number 17 is Keljo to the plate on the inside corner for a strike, and the count 1-1. 17 I cannot find as part of the full roster that fans received in coming into the ballpark, nor do I see a 17 on the lineup that was handed in for tonight's game. So we're going to keep working at it. Brooks Hatch may indeed have the name of the ball player who's just come in. We'll try to get it to you as we go. The pitch on the way on the 1-2 offering down in the turf. And the count 2 balls and a strike. Let's see what I got over here. Yes, this is 7:21. Out to the... Okay, let's see. Bobby Merwin just announced Sam Canton as the runner, and I'm trying to see if Canton is listed at number 7 on our roster, but he's wearing 17 tonight. So there we go. Sam Canton is the pinch runner for Cade McGee. Keljo delivers, fastball, line to right field, base hit. Brady Lavoie plays it on a hop, gets the ball back into Kiko Romero. Cade McGee to third, and Cowlitz very much alive in this ball game. It's 5-3, and now we're going to see a runner for John Olson. Yeah, let's see if he's on our list. The batter is Nick Hovland, and I think it's Nick Miller who will run for John Olson. So Sam Canton, a pinch runner for McGee here in the 8th. Nick Miller, a pinch runner for Olson here in the 8th. The tying runs are on base for Cowlitz in the top of the 8th inning. Nick Hovland, who homered in his last at-bat, if he does so again, Cowlitz would have the lead. Keljo to the plate, misses high, ball 1, 1-0. I imagine that Sean Weiss is likely to be getting ready in the Knights bullpen now, back of Keljo, as this ball game tightens up on a cool, blustery, under-the-lights affair. Keljo misses down and in. Ball 2, 2-0. Tough inning for Nelson. An infield single on the first pitch of the 8th after striking out Arnone. A double, a single. He's behind the count 2-0 to Hovland. 5-3 Knights. The pitch to Hovland lifted into left center field. That's going to get down for a base hit. Another run will score. Logan Johnstone gets the ball back in. And it's now 5-4 with the tying run moving into scoring position on another RBI for Nick Hovland. Hovland has had 3 hits tonight. He's driven in 2 runs, himself on the solo homer, now an RBI single here. And Aaron Parker comes to the plate, hitting for Louis Albrecht. Bo Kearns is on his way out to the mound in a game that the Knights appear to be taking well into hand with their 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Has tightened up again into a 1-run affair at 5-4 here in the 8th, and Bo out to the hill. It appears as though a left-hander has gone down to the bullpen for the Corvallis Knights, who have seen their 5-2 lead cut to 1 at 5-4. Bo Kearns with a long meeting at the mound. Again, intended more than anything else to, well, the last time he made a visit, Cam Day came back to strike out the side. But this sense of visit here is more to give the pitcher, whomever it may be, I think it's Sean Weiss getting ready, but to give the guy getting ready back of Nelson Keljo a chance to get a little loose. Okay, Sean Weiss is apparently not throwing unless Will Clark joins Sean. We'll see. The pitch on the way from Nelson Keljo misses low. Oh, okay. Thank you. Misses low and inside, ball 1. 1-0. Thank you, Paul. He's my human paperweight now as things continue to blow around up here. The 1-0 pitch, another base hit. This will tie the ball game. Unbelievable. And it might even do more. In fact, it will. Cowlitz will take the lead. This ball gets through all the way to the alley. Sam Canton scores, Nick Miller scores, and Cowlitz takes the lead at 6-5 with Nelson Keljo getting roughed up here in the top of the 8th. Into second base goes Aaron Parker with a 2-run double. This doesn't happen to the Knights very often, and here comes Brooke Knight as the lead is gone. 4 runs in the inning. And whether we will see a new pitcher, I don't know. The lead is gone. Will Clark put on his answering machine years ago. The thrill is gone when he wasn't home. The lead is gone. Is it going to be Will Clark coming in? It's not Sean. Can't quite see the number, and we'll take a look. As Cowlitz has scored 4 times in the 8th to take the lead at 6-5. And we'll be back after a 2-minute pitching change break brought to you by All Pro Property Services on 1240 Joe Radio.
Built upon a solid foundation of cast iron and steel, the Kubota L Series is part of our under 100 horsepower tractor lineup rated #1 for reliability. They feature powerful Kubota diesel engines and easy operation. The durable Kubota L Series. Talk to your local Kubota dealer today to schedule a demo. Go to KubotaUSA.com for full disclaimer.
Your local Kubota dealer is Lynn Benton Tractor on Highway 99E in Tangent. See it at lynnbentontractor.com.
Planning an Oregon staycation this year? You'll find a great selection of warm weather shirts, sandals, hats, even summer suits and sport coats for those special events. We have it all at the Natty Dresser. From hats to shoes and everything in between. You'll find everything the well-dressed man needs by brands you trust. Our services include suit rentals, alterations, and custom made-to-measure shirts. The Natty Dresser, purveyors of quality menswear. Now open Monday through Saturday in the heart of historic downtown Albany. Dress well, be confident, find success.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Downward Dog across the OSU campus is serving up cold drinks and tasty food on their sunny patio. Burgers like the Hangover Helper or Double Trouble. If you prefer, substitute a house-made veggie patty and enjoy appetizers, wraps, salads, and sandwiches. And breakfast is served until 2. The food at Downward Dog is made fresh from scratch and locally sourced whenever possible. And they specialize in mouth-watering handcrafted cocktails and thirst-quenching local microbrews. So stop by the Downward Dog today. Open 7 days a week from 10 a.m. until 10 p.m. on 23rd and Monroe across from the OSU campus.
1240 Joe Radio.
4 runs and 5 hits in the inning for the resourceful Cowlitz Black Bears, who have taken the lead at 6-5. Their second lead of the night. The other one, a 1-run advantage going into the third inning. They scored a run. The Knights came back to take the lead in the bottom of the third, but now have relinquished the advantage and trail it 6-5. Left-hander Ethan Ross into the ballgame for Nelson Keljo to face Seth Sweetchick. And the first pitch is swung on and missed. No balls and 1 strike to the second baseman. 4 consecutive hits for Cowlitz. 5 hits in the inning and a lead of 6-5. Aaron Parker, the 2-run double to give Cowlitz the lead. Gets his lead from second. The strike 1 pitch from Ethan misses in the turf. 1-1 the count. 1,912 in the house tonight. 1912 here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. One of the coolest evenings we've had. Certainly the coolest in July. Fastball away, and the count 2-1. The Knights have been doubled in the hit column, 12-6, and trail 6-5. The Knights will have Stafford, Briley Knight, and Xander Darby in the bottom half of the inning. Ethan Ross trying to keep it a 1-run game. The lefty's fast one in the turf. Ball 2, 2-1. Ethan making his 7th appearance. He started 1 ball game, worked 9 innings, 5 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned, 6 walks, 12 strikeouts, a record of 0-1, an earned run average of 5. Parker gets his lead from second. The 3-1 pitch is strike 2, knee-high inside corner to Seth Sweetchick, and that runs the count full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Ben Ziegler, the on-deck hitter. Sweetchick taking a lot of time out of the box, and the home plate umpires essentially saying, get back in here, son. Seth struck out looking in the 4th and wasn't too happy about it, and the home plate umpire even followed him a step or 2 back toward the dugout when Seth was beefing. Ethan ready, the 3-2 pitch, swung on and lifted to right field, playable for Brady Lavoie. Brady lines it up and makes the catch and fires a strike back in. Good throw back to Xander Darby. 2 down, and Ben Ziegler the batter. Nope, it won't be Ben. We've got a different hitter with both teams going to a lot of different personnel here in the final game of the series. Callan Halverson, a right-handed hitter, will bat for the left-handed swinging Ben Ziegler. Halverson, the pinch hitter here in the top of the 8th inning. The Black Bears have scored 4 times and lead it 6-5. Aaron Parker at second, 2 down. Ross delivers the fast one low, ball 1. 1 ball and no strikes to Callan Halverson. The Knights took a 5-2 lead into the inning. 5 hits later, it's a 1-run advantage for the Black Bears, and they're looking to get another. Good fastball from Ethan, swung on and missed. The count 1-1. Cowlitz trying to eke one out. They were beaten in 3 games up at Story Field in Longview early in the year. Lost the first 2 games here. Fastball just outside, ball 2, 2-1. But all evening long, it's been a pesky, impressive approach and attack by the hitters tonight for Cowlitz. 6 runs on 12 hits. Parker delivers, hit foul into Urchin Alley. Occurs to me very little Urchin Alley action tonight out there, though, even though it's been a quiet night for them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 4 runs in the 8th. Cowlitz with the lead. Ross delivers, and another one sent in that general direction of the alley, but it lands on top of Dixon Recreation Center's roof. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Callan Halverson, the 8th man to come to the plate in the inning for the Black Bears. Tremendous response by Cowlitz after seeing the Knights score 2 in the bottom of the 7th. The Black Bears have come back for 4 here in the 8th. Aaron Parker representing a 5th run out at second. Ross's 2-2 pitch hit back to the box. Fielded by Ethan, trots halfway to first and shovels the baseball to Kiko Romero to retire the side. But what a frame for Cowlitz. They strike back with 4 runs on 5 hits. They leave a man. And the Knights hope to find the comeback trail as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Cowlitz 6, the Knights 5 on 1240 Joe Radio.
At Thai Express, they've learned that when you treat your taste buds right, great things happen. Come and experience traditional Thai recipes with a sprinkle of new world creativity like pad Thai, a curry, fried chicken dumplings, or one of their delicious soups, all customized to your taste. Thai Express is in Corvallis on 9th Street behind Little Caesars. They're open for dine-in or visit their drive-thru. Don't be shy. Give them a Thai. Thai Express, locally and veteran-owned. It's same, but different.
It's time for the pitchers to throw strikes and for the batters to deliver those clutch hits. It's time for Corvallis Knights baseball. Each year, the Knights look at this time as an opportunity to win another West Coast League championship. Just like a new season is an opportunity, so is getting recertified in first aid and CPR. It's an opportunity to practice your skills so you can be ready to help in an emergency. If it's that time for you, contact CPR Works at 541-760-7632 to schedule your next class. And go Knights.
The Corvallis Knights are champions, having won 5 straight West Coast Baseball League titles. And the team at Tax and Wealth Management in Corvallis are champions too. Does your business need help developing a winning program? With 46 years in business, they have what you need to develop and execute your game plan into a championship. See David Mendenhall, Bill Heck, or Robert Berry. Their team has the strategy you need for tax planning and saving for your financial future. Visit taxandwealthmanagement.com or call 541-753-4185. That's 753-4185. And get in the game.
1240 Joe Radio.
Ryan Stafford, Briley Knight, Xander Darby with the Knights trailing 6-5 as we go to the bottom of the 8th inning. Alex Brady to Stafford away, ball 1. Brady, in his 12th overall appearance, 14 innings prior to the outing tonight, 12 hits, 7 earned, 5 walks, 18 strikeouts, a record of 1-1, an ERA of 4.50. The 1-0 fastball to Stafford, a strike. 1-1 the count to Ryan, who's been hit by a pitch. Had his swinging bunt RBI single and grounded to short. Alex Brady works from the stretch with nobody on. The lefty delivers down and away, ball 2, 2-1. The young sister in the sibling rivalry we talked about earlier was, she asked me who hit the ball that bounced off her leg. She had the stitch marks from the baseball to prove that the ball got to her first. She convinced her mom. That's why mom took the ball away from brother and gave it back to the sister. She had the marks she bore on her right leg, the effects of the foul ball, and she said, who hit that? And I went back and I found and remembered that it was Ryan Stafford who created the basic youth conflict. The 3-1 pitch to Ryan here, down and away for ball 4. So a good start for the Knights. Down 6-5, giving up 4 runs in the top of the inning, but they get the tying run on base represented by Ryan Stafford, to open the bottom of the 8th inning. Alan Embry does not have anyone throwing in the bullpen at the moment. Briley Knight, the batter. And we'll see if Papa Brook Knight will ask Briley to try to lay one down. With the tying run at first and nobody out, Briley is bunting. He takes a strike. And the count 0-1. Briley pulled the bat back. The pitch appeared to be away, but strike one called to Briley, who has a look at Papa Brook down in the third base box. 6-5 Cowlitz, bottom of the 8th inning. The left-hander Alex Brady to the left-hand hitting Knight, not bunting, swings and pokes it foul over Brook's head to Briley. Alex Brady coming on in the 7th inning. You look now and think, too, the Knights would have loved to have had a first and third one-out situation on the suicide squeeze that produced a run, but did not lead to that first and third one-out scenario on the very odd confluence of things with pitcher, first baseman, ball, and runner all coming together. Briley a little pop fly to the third baseman who makes the catch. One away. Briley not able to get the runner move. Nick Miller now playing at third base for the Cowlitz Black Bears, making the catch. One away, and Xander Darby, the hitter. Xander has the Knights' most impressive swing of the night, a double to straightaway center back in the 4th. He swings, and it's a ground ball off the mitt of the first baseman, and everybody's safe. A ground ball wide of first. And the new first baseman for the Cowlitz Black Bears, Nick Hovland, in there for John Olson. And Hovland had the ball glance off his leather. And out to the mound comes the head coach, Alan Embry. He's had some activity going in his bullpen, and in fact, with the hard-hitting Brady Lavoie, a right-hand hitter, coming up, Alan Embry will go to his bullpen again. Another pitching change brought to you by All Pro Property Services here at Goss Stadium at Coleman Field. All Pro Property Services is your locally owned option for property cleaning, maintenance, renovation, and landscaping. Relax. All Pro Property Services has the bases covered. You can find them on Facebook. A right-hander out of the bullpen. It looks like it's going to be Skylar Manelski. We'll be back in 2 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Hey, veterans, Mid-Willamette Family VetNet and the Corvallis Elks invite you to a Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge. It's a resource fair aimed at providing services and supplies to veterans and their families. Learn about disability and Social Security benefits, employment services, housing and utility assistance, medical and dental resources, and more. Food and drinks will be served at the Lynn Benton Veterans Stand Down Thursday, July 21st from 10 until 2 at the Corvallis Elks Lodge, 1400 North 9th Street.
I just got home from a fishing trip to find that we had a new patio with pavers and everything. I told my wife I didn't want to do it. So she went ahead, put the plans together, and went to Philomath Rental, where she got all the tools she needed, and they showed her how to use the equipment. The patio looks great. Now she's planning more projects. Thank you, Philomath Rental.
Philomath Rental, next to Landmark Realty, 1.5 miles west of the Sunset Shopping Center. For tools and equipment for home, farm, and business, check out Philomath Rental.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm former Oregon State athlete Tim Ewis, your Corvallis Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 541-758-8245. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We set 'em up, you knock 'em down.
Phew. God, it's cold.
Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring your party, let the good times roll. Great food.
Thank you. Whew.
Good fun, that's Highland Bowl. We set 'em up, you knock 'em down. Highland Bowl.
North 9th Street, Corvallis.
1240 Joe Radio.
Submarining right-hander Skylar Manelski out of the bullpen for the Cowlitz Black Bears, with Cowlitz leading 6-5, bottom of the 8th. Ryan Stafford at second, Xander Darby at first. 1-1 the count to Brady Lavoie. The Submariner delivers a ground ball back up the middle, knocked down off the glove of Sweetchick. Rounding third is Stafford. He scores the tying run. It's now 6-6 on the base hit back up the middle by Brady Lavoie. The ball deflected by Sweetchick, laying out from his position at second base. Stopping at second base, Xander Darby, who was credited with a base hit on the last play. An RBI single here for Brady Lavoie. A 6-6 tie in the bottom of the 8th inning. And that brings to the plate Eli Kennel in the designated hitter's slot, with a chance to give the Knights the lead back with a base hit. 6-6 in the bottom of the 8th. Manelski's sidearm delivery swung on and missed. 0-1 the count by Eli. Kennel in the DH slot. Oh, and 1 the count. Darby the go-ahead run at second. Brady Lavoie at first. 6-6, bottom of the 8th. Kennel takes low, and the count 1-1. This is lined up pretty well for the Knights. They have their RBI leader at the plate in Kennel, trying to take the lead in the bottom of the 8th. Eli 267, 5 homers, 25 runs batted in. 6-6, bottom of the 8th inning, 1 out. 1 ball and 1 strike to Kennel. The sidearmer delivers, and Eli lifts it foul to the left and out of play. 1-2 the count. Tyler Quinn on deck. 6-6, bottom of the 8th. Good ball game. There are some people here tonight who've come thinking that it is a summer night, walking around the stands. I don't know how they're doing it. Shorts, T-shirts, it's just not... it is warmer down below, I'm told. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Eli. Fastball got him swinging. 2 down. Tyler Quinn to the plate. Good work by the Submariner. Skylar Manelski began his career at Edmonds College out of Shorewood High School in Shoreline, Washington. Pitched for Dan Spencer at Linfield College this past spring. 22 appearances, in fact, for Spence. A 4-0 record, an ERA of 2.22 with a save. And he delivers a first pitch strike here to Tyler Quinn. 0-1 the count. 6-6, bottom of the 8th inning. 4 runs in the top half for Cowlitz. The Knights have answered with 1, now looking for another to take the lead. The 0-1 pitch is a ground ball slowly to short, fielded by Bozette. Shovels to Sweetchick for the out. So the Knights settle for getting the tying run in, but they do accomplish that, and we go to the 9th. It's now Cowlitz 6 and the Knights 6 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Dave's Performance Hybrids is the Willamette Valley's Prius experts and your Toyota dealer alternative. Dave's is now offering hybrid battery warranty extension for every Prius. If your Prius has an original battery or was replaced somewhere else and has expired, invest in Dave's hybrid battery warranty extension before it fails and save 50% off the price of a 1 to 5 year warranty, including testing. Need an oil change? Get $20 off your next oil service at Dave's Performance Hybrids. Off I-5 and Highway 20 in Albany. Online at davesperformancehybrids.com.
Looking for someone to service your Volkswagen? Independent Auto Works has been taking care of Volkswagen since 1970, and their group of mechanics has over 80 years of combined experience working on Volkswagens. And if you need just a part, whether your VW is old or new, air-cooled or water-cooled, Independent Auto Works can help. Give them a call or stop by. They're on 13th Street near the OSU campus in Corvallis. Independent Auto Works, the guys you can trust.
Your satisfaction is our success. Independent Auto Works.
Yeah, right.
This is Mike Parker for Even Flow Plumbing, your trusted award-winning plumber for the Mid-Valley. Even Flow specializes in complete plumbing and drain cleaning solutions for residential and commercial jobs. They treat your home like it's their home, and their flat rate pricing means no surprises at the end of the job. Even Flow takes pride in doing the job right the first time. Just call 541-738-8853 for all your plumbing needs. When you need a pro, go with the flow. Even Flow Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
6-6 tie. Left-hander Ethan Ross to Austin Smith. And the first pitch to the left-hand hitting left fielder is 1 for 4. The 1-0 pitch is hit sharply, but right at second baseman Mason Lee. Lee field, and that'll bring to the plate Brock Bozette. Brock has struck out, popped to first, fly to center, and he got the big uprising going for Cowlitz last inning. A base hit into shallow right field, and he scored the first of 4 runs for Cowlitz. The Black Bears took the lead. The Knights responded with the tying run in the bottom of the 8th inning. A 6-6 tie. The first pitch to Brock missing from Ethan. The 1-0 pitch misses up and in for ball 2. 2-0 the count. Alec Arnone on deck. Ethan back to the plate. The 2-0 pitch to Bozette. Fastball in there for a strike. 2-1 the count. Ethan Ross, the 4th pitcher of the evening for the Knights. Cam Day, Chase Reynolds, Nelson Keljo. And now Ethan delivers a fly ball to Brady. Alec Arnone to the plate. Logan Johnstone, Ross, and Ryan Stafford. Kiko Romero at first, Mason Lee at second, Xander Darby at short, Tyler Quinn at third, Briley Knight in left, Logan in center, and Brady in right. Good breaking ball on the first pitch to Arnone. 0-1 the count. When the Knights bat in the bottom of the 9th inning, the top of the order due up. Arnone not quite ready to send us there, though. He swings and strokes a 2-hopper into right field in front of Brady Lavoie. A 2-out single. Cowlitz getting their 13th hit of the night. They've out-hit the Knights 13-8. Here we go again. Another pinch runner. Coach Alan Embry, the head coach, has dipped into his bench liberally here late and brings on another pinch runner here in the top of the 9th inning for Alec Arnone. A throw to first base and getting back to the bag. The latest pinch runner, and I'm trying to find this guy on my roster. Haven't been able to scan it enough yet to see whom it is. The pitch on the way is low and inside to Sam Canton for ball 1, 1-0. This guy has a 37 on his back. We'll try to ascertain. Travis Weiss, a pitcher from last night. A ground ball to the left of Mason Lee from shallow right. Throws to Kiko Romero for the out. Weiss, the pinch runner. But that's that with the ground out 4-3 off the bat of Sam Canton. So the Knights need a run to win, and they'll look for it as we go to the bottom of the 9th inning at the end of 8.5. Cowlitz 6, the Knights 6 on 1240 Joe Radio.
Locally owned and operated for over 30 years, people in the Mid-Valley have been going to Corvallis Floor Covering. They thank their many friends and customers for your continued support and look forward to working with you on your next remodeling project. Browse through their large showroom with a beautiful selection of carpet, countertops, sheet vinyl, linoleum, tile, hard surface floors, and window coverings from all the popular brands. Corvallis Floor Covering, corner of 2nd and Van Buren downtown, or log on to corvallisfloorcovering.com. Shop local. Shop
Island Bowl, family entertainment for young and old. Clean and friendly, that's Highland Bowl. Bring fun Highland Bowl. We set 'em up.
I gotta go.
You're fed up with dirty grout lines? Maybe it's time to consider cultured marble. Hi, I'm Katie Alvin at Alvin's Plumbing in Corvallis. Cultured easy to maintain. Come by our showroom on 9th Street in Corvallis and see the beautiful look of cultured marble.
At Alvin's Plumbing, plumbing's all we do. Alvin's Plumbing.
1240 Joe Radio.
Bottom of the ninth inning, a Johnstone, and the first pitch missing down and away. The 1-0 offering. Logan swings a ground ball wide of first. Speared the toss to first. Getting the ball to Manelski to lead things off. One away, Mason Lee, the batter. Mason has grounded to third, struck out, fouled out, and had a suicide squeeze RBI and a strange convergence of factors in life. Takes a strike in the count 0-1. He bunted up along the first baseline. The ball hugged the line. Hopper to his opposite number. Nice play by Seth Sweetchick, the second baseman, playing the kind of tricky hop smartly for out number 2. And it looks like bound for extra innings here tonight after the Knights gave up 4 runs in the 8th to surrender what appeared to be a pretty comfortable lead. 2 out, flied to left, deep, and flied to center. Good catch by Austin. Up against the fence in left field and a strike. 2 down, nobody on, bottom of the 9th before 1,912 in a 6-6 tie. And pitcher all were. And the ball stayed fair. Mason got his RBI but was tagged out. If he would have kept running through, the Knights would have had first and third and 1 out and a chance to get another run. As it was, they settled for 2 runs. Ski's 2-1 pitch missing for ball 3. Ryan Stafford on deck. Kiko just trying to get on base. Look for in a certain spot from the submarining right-hander. He gets it and drives it to deep left field. Back goes Smith to the track, to the fence. And to 6. Well, he got the count his way 3-1, and I added, well, I'll walk it off then. Kiko Romero, a walk-off home run to win a fence back in the 7th inning. Austin made a catch up against the fence. This time Kiko Romero will walk it off in the bottom of the 9th inning. The Knights complete the sweep of Cowlitz in this series and on the season series, going 6-0. Kiko 9th inning. 7-6, the Knights win it. A thrilling game tonight here at Goff Stadium at Coleman Field. Back and forth we went. Tremendous to take the lead. The Knights answered with 1 in the bottom of the 8th and won it with a 2-out solo shot over the left field fence from Kiko Romero to take for Kiko Romero in a wild celebration. He got an ice bucket bath upon arriving at home plate. Sweet happened very often. That was one of the more thrilling ones we've seen this summer or any summer through the years with the Knights. And the big moment provided by Kiko Knight. Tomorrow night, and the Portland Pickles coming to town, the first place team in the South Division in second half play. The Knights will try to chase them down and home field advantage in the first round of the playoffs. But they would just as soon take the second half too, and they have Portland in town. We'll be on the air at 6:23. Thereabouts for the pregame show and a conversation perhaps with the hero tonight, Kiko Romero, although we've had for a pregame interview tomorrow as the Knights continue the homestand. The first 750 fans will receive a 20-ball cap, wear them proudly, and cheer the Knights on as they continue to stay on a roll. A wild one here tonight and a thrilling finish. Kiko joining us on the stream, and my thanks to Garrett Dworshak back in studio, to Blake Neiman, Brooks Hatch, and everybody else involved. Thank you for Homer in the bottom of the 9th. We'll see you tomorrow night for the Knights and the Portland Pickles right here